Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alpha. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
To be able to get in late and not use it as an excuse and go out and just lay our effort on the floor. We're extremely proud of them.
Career night for Hawk. Jose comes up in the post-game interview and yells, "Not your average rookie." Put on your analyst hat for me. What did you see out of Hawk, and perhaps speak to the growth from the beginning of the season till now?
He was terrific. He was locked in from the very start of the game. His game plan discipline was off the charts. His ability to hit shots, but not only hit shots, just continue to make the right play on both sides of the basketball. He's getting better and better before our eyes, and he's making my job extremely difficult.
Jonas, one of the two starters to play last night and tonight. When he goes out and battles like that, sets a tone like that, what does that do for the rest of your young squad?
It sets the tone right away. JV is he's one of our leaders, and he's a tough dude, and you see it, right? He wasn't gonna miss this game to save his life, and he went out and battled. Difficult first half, for him individually, but he got it together in the second half. We went to him in the post, and he really anchored our offense towards the end of the game.
Since Hawkins came in, he's just seemed pretty unfazed by the speed of the game. I mean, what have you just thought about, I guess, his overall approach as you guys took him to do?
He's a hooper, and that's what we're seeing. But his approach is that he wants to play, and he's showing that every time he gets an opportunity, he is displaying it. And like I said, he's making my job difficult, which is, you want that. You want guys that make it hard for you, and they come in every day and they look to get better, and they're carving out space and time for themselves. And we don't win this game without his scoring and his ability to make plays for us.
I mean, how do you manage as a coach? I got 11 guys who can play. There's only 9 or 10 rotation spots.
I have no idea how we're going to manage it, but that's the fun part. We'll figure it out, and can continue to communicate to our players that they all have helped us win games, and that's the key, is just continue to do the things that help us win.
It's like you did a fist bump there at the end of the JV, got that and one.
Yeah.
You praise this team all year for just the way they battle through adversity. Just how much that kind of add to your belief in them, the way they perform tonight.
It's a huge confidence booster, and you need some wins like this when you have guys out and other players get an opportunity to step up and play a bigger role, and it just boosts the confidence of our team. And then for me, I love our ability to be mentally tough. Tough game in Denver, coming off a loss. We get in at 4 a.m, and we got to show up tonight and play against a really good Dallas team. And our guys went out and battled, and that's the key. Now we got to turn around and do it again, but we're going to celebrate this one.
And just consistently getting good good minutes now from Larry as well. How much does that add to you guys just having, that guy behind JV coming off the bench?
Larry is so important to our team on both ends of the floor. First, defensively, his ability to switch multiple screens, to provide some shot blocking and rebounding. And then offensively, we put the ball in his hand sometimes at the top of the floor, and he becomes a point guard, orchestrating our offense, making the right plays. And then a lot of times we're driving, getting to the paint, and we're throwing it up to him for finishes. So it's great to have Larry back, have him healthy, and playing some of his best basketball.
Speaking of doing it again, Coach, we talked pregame about it being this baseball series, assuming the 4 guys who didn't go tonight can go Monday. Does that give you can you use that as some sort of competitive advantage to have those fresh guys that the Mavs haven't seen?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I think that, having some fresh legs next game will be extremely helpful for us. And, this is the NBA. This is what it's like. You win a game, you get to enjoy it, and then you got to turn around and, game plan again for those guys. I thought our coaches did a great job of having the guys ready to play. Coach Jaron Collins and Casey Hill, they did a great job with the game plan. And to our guys' credit, they executed it.
You mentioned as the game went on, going to JV in the post more. What was it in the game that allowed you guys to actually do that down the stretch? Was it just kind of Hawk shooting the way he's been shooting that opened up things for him?
Well, we went to it once, and we saw right away that they were doubling JV. And what it does is it allows us to orchestrate shots from the post. And even though he didn't necessarily get the shots himself, because they're doubling, they're in rotations now. So now you got guys going to the basket, you got shooters in front of them, and it's up to JV just to make the right plays, which he did.
And as you guys play different sets of games, how much of it is it where you test opponent defenses in that kind of situation? You're we gave the ball to JV, this is how they're going to play it. Is there some kind of discovery that happens across games where you're trying to figure out how they're going to attack certain situations? We watched them from last game, so we knew that they more than likely they're going to double him in the post. They did it last time we played them, and it's a way for us to generate offense with JV once again. You throw it to him, he's going to score, get to the foul line, or we trust him to make the right play.
Coach, Dallas ends the first half on a 14-3 run, take a 6-point lead. But you guys come right back and kind of punch them back in the mouth. Jordan Hawkins and Kyrie kind of go back and forth a little bit. Can you speak to the maturity of the young guys to kind of do that? Usually the young team kind of folding almost
Yeah. These guys they're young, but they're experienced. They have some experience playing in big games. All of them played in big games in college, and it's definitely something that we look at. And when they went on the run, we didn't panic at all. We know that it's a long game. Let's lock in. Let's execute. I wanted to make sure I used some of my timeouts to get our guys some rest. But give them the credit. All of our guys: Jose, Najee, Dice, Herb, JV, Hawk, Kyra, JRE. All those guys came in, Larry, and they executed over and over again, and that's what it takes to win.
Jordan Hawkins and JV, almost like a two-man. JV would get it in the post, but he'd kick it right back out to Jordan, but he reposted. You talk about a young guy seeing that, hey,
yeah,
I didn't swing it, let me give it right back to him. Doesn't that say this young rookie is mature in front of our eyes?
For sure. And it's beautiful to watch. He does a great job of coming in, working with Coach Corey Brewer, watching film. They're on the floor, working on his offense, but also on the defensive side, he's getting better and better. He knows that he's got a guard to stay on the floor, and he battled his tail off tonight.
When, at the end of the game, it seems he's running off the line a lot. He was able to get downhill and get to the free throw line a lot. Is that something you guys were actively instructing him? Is that something that's natural to his game, or is it part of the film that you're talking about?
It's a little bit of all of it, but really it's him. He understands that. Okay, I've made 6 threes tonight. Probably turned down a couple open ones, but they're running out. They're running out to me. I'm gonna put it on the floor and attack. Okay, thank you.
How about that? How about that? For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Much love to the fam. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed. PPR, we up in this thing. Shout out to the fam. Pelicans, man. Got out a tough win, 118-108 on the road. Short rest period. Ridiculous. Get the win over Dallas. Very gutsy performance by Pelicans. Bench, a very deep team. They showed tonight what they can do. They get the win over the Mavs. So shout out to the fam. Y'all please feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm Big Q. We got DC and Lex in the building. Just to drop this little giblet on you guys. Hawkins finished the game with 34. That's the third highest scoring total of any rookie this season. You can see the guys up there as well. It also talks about Hawkins is fourth in the rookie and franchise record with multiple 30-point games, joining Marcus Thornton, who had 3, Darren Collison. Boy, they were a hell of a tandem when they first, Darren Collison and Marcus Thornton out of LSU. And then Zion. How about that? That's pretty good company for our fantastic rookie, Mr. Jordan Hawkins. Hawkeye, affectionately known. So shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. DC, Lex, welcome aboard. And this was fantastic and a great win by our Pelicans. The majority of our big guns set, but it didn't make a difference. We got the dub. Early thoughts on that, DC?
I want to defer to my co-host Lex, so we can talk about this college offense we was running out there.
You know what? You are so funny. It was a good win. I mean, Jayhawk played. You know, everybody saw what I put in the comments. You know, he wasn't taken out. He played. He was allowed to cook. And kudos to Willie, because we saw that he was able to do that. So, but I think that's what everybody wanted to see, because that's what Jayhawk has actually shown us. You know, the guys speak very highly of him as far as with his confidence, with his maturity to go out there, and he immediately started playing like a vet. It wasn't something that he had to grow into. He was already ready for that stage, for that role, for that position, anything you want to call it. He's really taken advantage of his opportunities, which is a whole lot, you know, compared to some other guys on the roster. But I mean, the guy has shown that he's ready. You know, when you're performing, having these types of performances, and you're producing out there on the floor, it's not difficult to put a guy out there like that. And I think it's kind of funny in Willie's presser that he would say that, like, if a guy is performing and producing like that, why is it hard to play him? Why is that difficult? You know, you have to find a way to play this guy, because he's showing you why. Every single time he steps out there, for the most part, I mean, he's had some down games, but, you know, the thing is that I think he's had way more good performances than not, you know, a whole lot more good games. So, you know, I mean, when he chuckled about that, you know, I just kind of think, hey, man, it's not difficult. I mean, clearly we see that it wasn't difficult, you know. If Kyra's not doing well, what did you do with him? You set him. You know, he was out of the rotation. So for a guy like Jordan Hawkins, who's really stepping up, really, you know, stepping up to the plate, you got to play him. Got to find ways to play him. And everybody's been saying that. We knew it. Everybody in the chat knew it. You know, it's not hard to figure out. He had a great game today. You know, kudos to Jordan Hawkins. You know, he keeps proving, even when, you know, he's being sent down to the G League and coming back, that, hey, I belong here. I belong in the NBA. You need to give me some playing time, because I can really do something. I can really help this team. I can help spread the floor. Another thing that I saw is that Jay Hawk, he actually does pretty well with shifty guards. He doesn't do too bad defensively. And that's something that this team has really been struggling with. So, definitely got to give Jordan Hawkins his flowers, man. I mean, I feel like, since the beginning of the season, he's really made a statement on why he should get playing time. And it was good to see that, he performed at a high level and did his thing out there. And we got the W and him getting off. So good stuff.
Nonetheless. Excellent game. First off, man, congratulations to JV scoring 11,000 points tonight. And as Big Q pointed out, Hawk on that rookie ladder, man, tied with Darren Collison for the most 30-point games in the season. Zion and Marcus starting number one, and I'm pretty sure Hawk got at least two more in him. He might end the season if he can get playing time. Have two more 30-point games. But this was an all-around great effort by the whole team. He obviously was that what would you call it? Like he was the base of the roux. If we cooking, making some gravy or something. He pretty much led the team, man. He was our number one option tonight. But I thought Dyson Daniels also played well. Man, only if Dice could just be more aggressive and dunk, man, he probably could have 10 points every goddamn game. He damn sure could have had 18 tonight. A lot of them missed layups and putbacks. But Jose also came out, did his thing. Larry had a really, really good game. And you gotta love point JV, right? JV had like 7-8 assists. And the ball was just moving, man. So it really didn't matter that the Mavs had Kyrie Irving out there, who's arguably one of the best Dallas Mavericks to ever lace them up. Definitely the best player on the court tonight. But nonetheless, the Pels went out there, made short work of them, and pretty much commanded this game the whole time, man. This performance by Hawk obviously didn't shock me. I don't think it shocked anybody here tonight, man. Awesome execution by him, and you see what he can do. And I think this game is probably gonna be a benchmark for I don't think he's gonna get any more DMPs. Willie isn't that dense. He's slow to make adjustments, but I think tonight was the final icing or cherry on top of the cake, man. Hawk is definitely gonna get some minutes. Somebody's just gonna have to fall out of rotation or take a hit, and I think it would have to be probably Najee. Jose, to me, if I got to pick between the two, I think Willie's gonna go with Jose. Or maybe you could alternate both of those guys. Some nights one of them get minutes, some nights the other one don't. But you have to play Hawkins, man. You don't get a lot of rookies that come in and are just ready the way he is, as far as his confidence, the ability he has to score. That's special to come in like that as a rookie. And Willie has to be seeing that, man, and making that adjustment, because right now Trey coming off that knee injury, he's a little up and down. He's not the Trey of the end of last year, but you could still have a similar thing like that in Hawk. And man, the dynamic of those two guys playing together, and also Hawk and Jose plays very well together. So it's an easy fit, man. It's an easy fit. We do that. I think it makes things a lot easier for our stars, and you see a lot more dominant performances from guys like CJ, Zion, and BI, because of how easy things can be with the type of space that Hawk is going to bring.
All right. Thank you, DC. A shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all being in the building. Big My 28 with the super chat. Great show. This team is deep. Go Pels. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for your super chat. Much love on that. Big ups to the fam. Y'all hit the like button.
That Big My.
And as we get into it, let's hit some stats and some individual stuff, man. Then I'll toss it back to the fam. Let y'all look at it, because really the next matchup be against this same team, man. And the Pelicans look a little different roster wise and in terms of their lineup, but in the end, man, we know this about the team, to be honest. I think the frustration a lot of times we see with the Pelicans is the fact that, you know, them getting it all together, whether it's the coaching and the players, the rotation, you know, the stuff during the season that you got to put together so you can make that next step. And we know they have it. It's just putting it all together at the same time, man. Val played excellent tonight. Love what the Rook did. Hawkins is special, man. He's definitely a special player. And Willie, man, last game, no minutes. This game, 34 points. And showing you what time it is. Said, yeah, Willie, you gotta get it in his head that he has to find some time for this guy. And I know that's a revelation for Willie, because a lot of the faithful have been saying that over and over again. Dude, you got to find this man some minutes. I know you got a lot of stuff up there, but you got to figure a way to get Hawkins out there more consistently. But anyway, let's get into some of the team stats. The Pelicans, almost 50% tonight shooting from the field. They were actually 49.4, 39 of 79, 12 of 30 from downtown for 40% flat. They had 37 opportunities tonight in another people's building, another gym. They got 37 attempts from the foul line. They converted 28 of 37 for 75.7, 44 rebounds tonight, almost 30 assists in this game, 29-7 on the 6, the blocks 4-1. Pelicans just did what they wanted to do in terms of just playing some good defense here. Their points in the paint, 50-40 there as well. 12. It was a interesting game to say the least, but man, I tell you what, I just love what Jordan Hawkins and what he was able to do. The fight, and Herb kind of struggled in the first half. He stayed with it, made some plays. Loved the block that he had on Irvin down there. He got up there and got the ball, man. And Herb just awesome, man. Dyson Daniels, he turned it up too. So 34 from Jayhawk tonight in 37 minutes, 11 of 19 from the field, 6 of 12 from downtown. He was 6 of 8 from the foul line, plus 10 on the plus minus, 34, 5, and 4 assists, 2 steals from the Rook. He was by far the leader in points, and then everybody else followed. 15 from Herb in a solid effort with 5 rebounds, 3 assists from Herb. Tonight he had 2 blocks and played with just 5 personal fouls. He was there, still played really well, especially toward the back end. 14 from Val with 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks from Val in the game. 13 from Najee Marshall in 31 minutes of action. He had 6 rebounds. 10 from Dyson Daniels with 7 assists and 6 rebounds from him in the matchup. And 28 points combined between the likes of Larry Nance Jr. off the bench and Jose Alvarado. Those guys combined for 28 points off the bench, plus 14 for Larry, plus 8 for Jose in the matchup. And even see, we got a Kyra Lewis Jr. Appearance in the matchup. It wasn't nothing to really brag about. He did get a couple of points there. But outside of that, man, the Pelicans were fantastic, man, in this matchup, especially Jordan Hawkins. So I'm going to toss it back to you, DC. Well, actually, Lex, what do you think about it? Kind of adds some your 2 cents to the stats and individual stuff, if you please.
You know, one thing I liked is everybody was involved. So you had 7 guys in double digits. You know, I think there were just a few games ago we had 8 guys in double digits. So the ball was really moving. Everybody was involved, acclimated, locked in. It seemed like everybody was on a string defensively. And then we, you know, again, putting pressure on them offensively. But you know, the plus minus, a lot of people did well in that department. I think the only people was like Marshall and JV, but even their presence, because I don't really pay attention to the plus minus like that, but because I'm looking out there and seeing what's going on in the game. But JV did his thing. I really liked how they dumped it down low and kicked it out. But everybody was pretty solid. Obviously, Jayhawk led in all of scoring and everything, but other than that, just the balance, 15, 13, 14. And then off the bench, 2 people scored 14. I mean, that's good stuff. So, yeah, it's like it was really for the most part it was a balanced attack.
All right,
Yeah,
DC, what you got, brother?
yeah, man. And when you look at it, minus what JV put up, which was what 14. We basically got our bench scoring 102 points, 112 points. Very, very good showing, man, for the Pels to win this game without Zion, without Trey, without CJ, without BI. I forgot about Herb points. You can't say without Herb. He was out there playing awesome. Love his aggressiveness. And the fact that we got to the free throw line as many times as you did kind of just shows the mindset of the team, man. They kept pushing it in the paint. What did we get? Let's see how many free throws was it? 37 trips to the free throw line. That's impressive, man. I can't look at this win and just gloss over it like, oh yeah, the Pels. This is an impressive win
Yeah.
because
is.
they could have easily went in there and lost this game. They would have had every excuse in the book. They didn't show up till their rooms till 5 a.m. You got all of your main guys out. They could have easily dropped this game, and they went in there. They performed. They're hoopers, like Jayhawk said in his closing game interview, man. And this is impressive. Looking at what Larry did to me, I
Yeah,
don't know. We got to make some type of participation trophy award or something for Larry, man. Ever since Larry's came back from injury, man, the Pelicans have been a totally different team, and he showed it even more so tonight. Giving us 14 points on 4 shots, and ain't missing nothing. Playing awesome defensively, getting boards, and just being also I'm saying getting boards. He ain't had but 2 tonight, but just being that second big off the bench, man, and kind of being a rim protector in some ways, not in I guess a conventional sense of it, but he's a real good off ball shot blocker, and he can actually guard the perimeter and in the paint, man. So shout out to him. I don't think without him we would have had this game. Shout out to Jose. Like what I saw from Jose, man. Those 3 triples he hit were big. He threw in 4 assists, got a couple of rebounds out there. And what he brought off the bench and commanding that second unit was also big, man. So both of those guys giving us 14 off the bench, along with what you saw from Jayhawk and Herb, really impressive. Najee went out there and tried to do his thing a little bit too, which was pretty cool. He definitely stepped in, started, and he showed up as well, man. So everybody across the board having multiple double-digit guys. We got 1, 2, 7 double-digit guys. Great showing from the Pels. Really encouraged to see how they attack this Dallas Maverick team when we play them again on Monday in an early game, which is why you saw them sit Bi, Zion, Trey, and CJ, because they're going to be playing, I think, at 12 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. It's a very quick turnaround. So the strategy of them doing this, hopefully it works in our favor, man, and don't throw this guy's rhythm off and allow them to get a little more rest to relieve some of those bumps and bruises they got. And we could go out there again and dominate the Mavericks again. And I'm sure Luka's probably going to suit up when we play him on Martin Luther King Day, right? Wouldn't that be fitting? But I think the Pels do find a way to get the victory playing the same team again with the addition of everybody that's normally in the starting lineup and Willie Green not giving Jordan Hawkins a DMP.
There you go.
What you think, Lex? And perfect segue. DC led us right into that preview. What you think about us getting another one against the Mavs on MLK Day?
I think it's very feasible. You know, obviously with how they performed today, I think it's definitely motivating, you know, for the guys that, you know, were sitting out. So, I mean, the thing is that the blueprint is there. Now, I don't know who's going to be coming back on Monday for Dallas because they were without some key players. You know, they didn't have their big man. So that's why we were able to take advantage of being big on the inside. They didn't have anybody who could tango with JV or Larry Nance. So it'll be interesting to see who they bring back. I don't know if it says, does it say down there? Scroll down, if you can scroll down, who's going to be playing. Okay, so they still have Derek Lively. He's going to be out. So, I mean, again,
They
the
all estimated return for everybody's on Martin Luther King Day.
oh yeah, okay, I didn't see that part. I just saw out. But yeah, so this team is going to be looking different on Monday as well. So, they're getting, you know, size back and Luca. Oh yeah, and Dante, he's actually been playing well too. So, you know, it's going to be different for both sides, but we've shown that we can beat this team at full strength. They've shown that they can beat us at full strength. So we just got to bring it. I think definitely bringing that intensity and the energy and the edge that this team had on today, or excuse me, tonight, they can get them. They can get them. So.
All right, okay. And you're right. Luka Doncic and Derek Lively, the seconds, they definitely pose a different threat, especially Luka Doncic, man. He's everything to these people. And then you still have Kyrie there and Tim Hardaway doing Tim Hardaway type of things. Pelicans just outmatched them size-wise in terms of Valanciunas getting going, man. So, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a much more entertaining game on Monday, but then again, like I said, we'll look different too. And I said we should be able to. I want to get this other win right. I'm kind of greedy with the wins right now. We need to close out the series right now. We leading them 2-1. The final match.
Because now we ahead of them. Like, so now when if our records are tied, we'll be in front and they'll be behind.
That's right.
Yeah, so it'll be switched because we've been going back and forth. I don't know if you all have been seeing that. We've been going back and forth with them in the standings between 6 and 7. So now that we've got this win, we're on top, you know, 2-1. You know, if the records is tied, then
they got one more divisional game than us. So until we get another divisional opponent and they don't, it's gonna be hard to win that tiebreaker, I think. But I think it ups us to what are we 5 and 6 now in divisional play. So
I thought that depended on the record between them two, though.
I mean, so if you have less divisional wins, I don't think it matters just your individual record, unless it's like a tiebreaker for the divisional wins. So you got the regular season wins, the divisional wins, and then your wins against them. I think that's how it works, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we got to get this win against them on Monday then.
Yeah, we definitely.
Because then we'll be tied divisionally, and we'll be up on them 3-1, right?
Right. So and that will close out. I think that will close out the series for the year.
That is the final game.
So yeah,
we would own the tiebreaker against
must
them.
win.
That's right. Yeah,
right, which is why they probably held everybody out. You know, it's gonna make even more sense. And then we get that win on Monday. Looking at Sacramento, we might be able to jump right back into that 5th slot that we conceded once we lost to Denver.
Yeah, I just don't want this. I don't want them in that's number 7. No playing stuff. We need to be a top 6 team. Now, for
Right.
real, we done with that. I think it's fair to say that, we need to be in the top 6. We need to be guaranteed that we in the playoffs. So,
Right.
and not try to get into the playoffs. It's a huge difference. So,
You don't think Zion could benefit from us having a playing game?
he's gonna benefit anyway if we're in the playoffs. I just,
You see, what kind of question is that, bro?
yeah, I know that's kind of weird. Like, what?
It's a win or go home game. We had a win or go home game
No,
in the tournament, and we
hey,
laid
the
big, man.
Pelicans have done that for how many years? One of them, we made it the
We've
first
been in
time,
all
the
the
first
playing
year
games.
with Willie Green being the coach. Second time, nothing happened. No, we want to be guaranteed. Now we in the playoffs. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not if we win this game or if we lose this game or whatever. We want to be in the playoffs for sure. I know I do. But shoot, I just think that playing stuff is like the Pelicans. I have already been through all that. Let somebody else fight to get in the playoffs instead of the Pelicans. So
Good enough to, man. Like we said, these teams ahead of us, the Pelicans beat most of these teams.
yeah,
So,
and they've been having the Kings number 2. So the thing is, you got to think we got a better record than the Kings. I mean, we won all the games, right? So we'll be ahead of them anyway. We
Yeah,
just
but
got to get.
they still we got one more loss than them. So yeah, I guess it don't really matter. We get 2 wins that make up for that loss. So.
like I said, man, we got to take care of business, man. Bottom line, I want no play-in, and no doubt about it. It's playoffs, not playing. We are good enough to contend with the top 4 or 5 guys in the Western Conference. Pelicans.
Only 4 games back from number 1, man. That's
I'm
pretty
trying to
damn
tell
good.
you, man.
It's feasible. Yeah, it's feasible.
No doubt. We have to get there, man, and we have to
Yeah.
solve these other issues that we have in terms of the rotations.
No more
You got
playing.
the guys that you need. You got your guys that you need. You found out who these guys are. You got your shooters. We got our guys playing defense. Larry's healthy. We got everything we need to take it to the next level. It's just we need to get the coaching and everybody together to make that next push, man. That's what we need to do. But this is great, man. This is great stuff tonight. Like I applaud the Pelicans tonight, man. This was a very difficult way to win a game on the back-to-back. Several of the starters out. Valanciunas and Herb gave really solid performances. The Rook just took the wheel and just drove the Pelicans there. It was special, So they'll get a few days off, and we'll come back against. Actually, we'll be back on Monday for that matchup. But like I said, we'll be all right. All right. So anyway, shout out to the fam, man. Listen, I got a link pinned to the chat. If you want to get in, pop. I already see Brother Donald and DJ. If you guys want to chime in with your thoughts on the Pelicans, how they played tonight, what you guys feel about the overall vibe of the team, what you're liking on, what do you see? Maybe perspective on what happens next week with the Pels. The floor is open for the fam, man. So y'all hit the link. It's pinned to the chat to jump on in. So we bring in Donald and DJ. We'll start off with you guys one tonight.
Hello? Get me?
Yeah. Hey,
The
how
kid,
you
what's
doing?
going on? It's been a while. How you doing? It's been a long time.
What's up? Is this my boss, Donald? How you doing?
Yeah, man. How you been, man? It's been a while.
Good.
A lot
Hey,
has changed. A lot has changed.
That's
You look
right.
good. How you been, man?
good, bro. Good to
What's
hear
up?
from you.
Look, you keep talking about top 6. I want to be in the top. I want to be in the top 4. Because my thing is, this conference. Look, it's the Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. Everybody else is below that. I don't care about Oklahoma City. I don't care about no Sacramento Kings. Look, it's like this is the Clippers and Denver and everybody else. Besides it, and we're good enough to be in the top 3. But I mean, I'm waiting for this trade deadline. Who's going to get traded? No, I don't think this team's going to be the same before the trade deadline. After the trade deadline, we just traded. I don't know.
Okay,
Who you
so
think going, Don?
Well, I think the people that they're not going to pay, like Valanciunas, was Najee Marshall, was it Kyle Lewis? Who else? Who am I forgetting?
What big
That's
we get
three.
back? We give up Big V. We definitely got to get a big back. We
Okay,
kind of short.
you gotta get the guy from see if you can get the guy from Brooklyn. Was it Claxton? You gotta try to get the guy. Hey, I would love to have Jared Allen on this team. I want rim protection, man. Valanciunas has done good though, man. If you can't get the rim protection on this team, I'll just keep Valanciunas. We'll go from there. And if you get a point guard on this team, oh god, that'd be great. I keep telling everybody, I would let. He. I don't know if he retired. I don't know if he signed his papers, but I'd love to have Rondo down here. Give me a guy like Rondo or a guy like Russell Westbrook. I'll take him with me. I do not like his role with the Clippers. Like you got him on the bench, man. Come on, man, stop it.
but Russell can't shoot though. I mean, he could
I don't
shoot.
care. But I don't worry about the shooting. I worry about I want the assists. I want the rebounds. Get your team involved. I don't worry about the play. Like he averaged, as long as he averaged 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, I'm good. That's good enough for me.
Well, hell, we go get Sean tomorrow.
That's fine. Hey, give me him. You give me Westbrook on a cheap contract. I'm good. I got him. He played in all the big games. He just hasn't won the big one. Other than that, who else? What? Chris Paul? He can't even get right. Can't even get right.
Yeah, Chris Paul done.
I mean, how many teams has this been? What, this was his 17? That's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't get it. Come on, man, give me a break.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. Him, Rondo, Westbrook, that'd be good for this team because they're older, but hey, they've been in big games. They know what they're doing. Let's go. And you run my offense. Let's go to work.
But
Hey, give me a backup. Listen, give me a backup point guard. Hey, give me a big man that can get the rebounds, rim protect. But look, if we can't do that, we can just keep what we got and go from there. And we gotta fix our rotations. We gotta fix our rotations. I don't know why we keep DMP our rookie shooter. I don't understand that. That's not good. I don't like that. I don't like any of it. We gotta fix our rotations. One of us gotta fix his rotations. Who can play? Who can't play? Whoever can't play, stay on the bench. And stay away from we're good, but we can be better than what we are. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. DJ, you got the floor, my brother. We're gonna then bring up, we got Jay Black, Don, and Brother Moles in the chat as well. So you next. Go ahead, DJ.
well, first and foremost, how y'all doing, everybody? It
Good,
was
bro. How you doing?
Yeah, what's
it
up?
was
DJ?
it was a happy Saturday. You know, the Pelicans win. My name was shout out to Jayhawk for his career high in points. Shout out to JV as well. As well as Larry Nance, as Lexxah, somebody said earlier. Ever since Larry came back from off an injury, he's still on 11, quote unquote. And C. Brian, y'all know I'm the veteran of the off players, as DC would like to mess with me about.
I gotta agree with you on Matt Ryan, DJ.
Yeah, I mean, we still got
That's
Matt
one
Ryan,
bottom of the bench guy I'm all for.
I mean, I have Matt Ryan, Trey Murphy, Jayhawk, CJ. Yeah, that lineup, like that is just over with. Like I said, we don't score 140, 100 points and still win. I mean, good luck. I mean, it's just you know, you gotta still limit off. I mean, still limit the turnovers though. I mean, how many turnovers we had?
I think it was so like 11 or 12 or something like that.
So I mean, there's still
We had
bad
10 turnovers. 10 turnovers.
Oh, okay. So that's great. I mean, it ain't great, but that's great because last season we had 17 turnovers. I mean, we actually cutting the turnover down. That's a good plus. I mean, that's actually a good plus. I know we're not gonna look at or whatever. That's great. Let me see what else. Great coaching. Great. It was great all around. You know what I'm saying? So now, we play this team Monday on Martin Luther King. So happy Martin Luther King to all y'all and everybody that's in the chat. It'll be way lot better because Jay Hall led the team in scoring today or tonight. Hopefully we have BI, CJ, Zion, and all the rest of them, and actually blow this team out, literally. And that's it. I mean, now the previous game, I know nobody wants to talk about that, but I mean, nobody went hitting. I mean, it was just they had everybody clicking. So I'm off that game. It is what it is, and we actually answered back with a dub the next game. Hopefully, we can make it 2 in a row. I got the Pelicans winning, 140 to 100. But go ahead.
Jay Black, welcome on in, brother.
Oh, all right. So yeah, I was gonna come up here and say, yo, man, I was wrong about Jayhawk. But when y'all go 2 left, don't go 2 left. Don't go 2 left. So
Wait, why were you gonna say you were wrong about Jayhawk, Jay Black?
Because he was.
What's going on, bro?
I was gonna say, yo, he could play. He could play good defense. He could play okay defense. But he came up there and said, no, what I was going to initially say. Let me go with what I initially said. When he came on the court, we was playing great. He was playing great. The first, let me see how many games this was. That was the Golden State game, the Sacramento game. Then they didn't play him the third game, and then they playing him now. He played consistently since he came from the G League. People said he shouldn't have went to the G League. He said he should have went to the G League. So we can nix that one out. He said he improved defensively when he realized they was talking about how he needed to improve defensively. I don't know. I just see it differently that Willie is not going to play him. I'm sorry for y'all to. If I know Willie,
even still, Jay Black.
What I think what he going to do, if I know him good as I know him, I've been kind of right on a lot of stuff that he was doing. The way he was talking about him in that presser didn't sound like it was glowing confidence. It wasn't glowing confidence for him playing a lot of minutes. In my opinion, if I was coaching,
I said that's how he always sounds, Jay Black.
Nah, he don't always sound like that. He don't never specifically talk about people defenses. He don't talk like that. I don't know. Willie is more of a neutral guy. That neutral.
I mean,
he don't really say much.
He had shout outs for his defensive improvement, and Zion too.
Well, he ain't benching them.
Not tonight.
So he bench certain people. He won't bench like the star guys. Like if CJ have bad defense, he ain't gonna bench CJ.
No, guys.
But he'll bench Jordan Hawkins. That's the. I'm a fair person. If your baseline is saying defense, that's your calling card. That's what you said it is. Then they're supposed to be consistent. This is not consistent to me. If he I think he should move with the offensive unit because the offensive unit is playing much better than the defensive units are. The defensive units is not playing that good at all right now. And the last game showed us. Let me go with some of the things that went on. Jose, Najee, they're not playing as bad as but the numbers would dictate something different that they playing okay. But that last game, I seen the difference. There's no movement shooting with him, with Jose. He more like a standstill 3-point guy. They run specific plays for Jordan Hawkins. Plays that we didn't see none of the year. When Jordan is on the court, they run better offenses. Like they run more. And Trey was movement shooting as well. He wasn't just standing in the corner. He was running pin downs. It was a lot of different plays they was running. And they can play Dyson with them. And I noticed Dyson was playing good with them. With Jordan Hawkins, Dyson was at the point. Jordan was at the 2. They had Trey Murphy at the 3. They had B.I. at the 4. They had Larry Nance at the 5. That was, and then they had substitute Zion in for B.I. In those lineups, we blew out Sacramento and Golden State. And then when we played Denver, he didn't do it. I don't know why he didn't do it. I don't know. I don't know.
You just said why he didn't do it, Jay Black, because of defense.
But it wasn't bad defense. The Golden State game and the Sacramento game. If it was, matter of fact, it was. But that was later on in the game. That was in garbage minutes.
There's no such thing as garbage minutes for coaches, though, right?
Shit, it better be. It better be. If it's a blowout, somebody has to score. But it just looked a lot better. It looked a lot better. And I think you got to take out 2 people from the bench unit, not just Najee. You got to take out Jose. I say play Dyson and Jayhawk. Then you got Matt Ryan coming back. So we got a big problem that's gonna go on because y'all gonna have a lot of complaints because the way he sounded is not glowing remarks in my opinion. In the future, looking forward to Jayhawk. Somebody got to get hurt. Jose was out both of those games, and he could have played the second game, but he was out most of the game. And we're gonna see. I just say we're gonna see. That's it.
All right, thank you, Jay Black. Brother Don, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got the floor, bro.
Man, I just want to say thank you, Jay Black. You know what I'm saying, for owning up to your mistake, brother. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely thinking about that. And I told Lexxah, I said, look, I'm gonna tell Jay Black, cause man, I seen that already, man. That dude is something special, man. Like your eye test can't say no different. That's why when you was bringing up the plus minus, I didn't give a fuck about that, really, at all. I didn't give a fuck about it because my eye test, I seen it, and we was just utilizing them wrong, and we don't, let them get in this flow. We taking them out the game and all that stuff. I seen that. And then, like you seen, he as you said, he's not as bad of a defender as you thought. And that's what I said last time as well. I said, dog, you look at him, he's moving his feet. You know what I'm saying? He's moving, he's working hard. And that's what you want on the defense. Man, you might not know it all.
No, not Willie Green defense though. He wants you to be in right position.
Right. Well, I understand, and that's what's the problem with Willie Green. I mean, I feel like he still, like they say, offense it can be your defense as well. So, and he's not that bad on defense though. And everybody in the defense ain't even good some games. So it's like, yeah, even if he makes mistakes, I see a lot of people making mistakes from time to time, and I'd rather his mistakes on the defense because of what he can give us on the offense. That's almost equivalent to Clay and Steph. Keep him in the
No,
game.
no. See this is what y'all go too far.
Jay Black, I need you to relax because these are clearly everything when he's out there. That's what he's doing, man. Coming off the
You said
screen,
Steph and
the
Clay.
movement is crazy. Do you see his movement?
No, you said
He
defense,
knows
Steph and Clay though.
he knows when every time I see like when somebody said it last game, Doc Rivers was talking about if he was listening to Doc.
I was listening to Doc.
He was
Ironically,
like, man, look at this movement, man. Look how he's positioning himself for his player with the ball, knowing that his player, you know what I'm saying, for the player to see a shooter. You know what I'm saying? He puts himself in the right position, man. Just like a vet shooter would, like a Kyle Korver would, and all them shooters. Man, he is important to the game. For Zion, for BI, he is important. He is our man that can take us to him and Trey, man. Him and Trey on the court together is lethal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. I mean, we got something special in there, but we stuck on Willie Green's philosophy. Like y'all, I know his philosophy, defense first. And like even in that interview when he was just saying the post-game interview about his defense, I was like, bro, like, okay, bro, yeah, the defense, but bro, like you just saying this because like you know that the dude is making you look bad right now. He is making you look bad, bro. He's supposed to be playing, bro. It is criminal to have him not on the court, man. It is criminal. I mean, this is something special, man, and we got to utilize it. We got to utilize him and Trey. And then as far as who he can get the minutes over, I would say like I think DC said him over Najee. You know what I'm saying? I would put him over Najee more than Jose. But what I would say is that I wouldn't even say there's nobody specific. I feel as though Willie has to get a feel for how the game is going between Jose and Najee, based on size, matchups. Because sometimes, Jose, he gives the energy. He's a defensive pest. But sometimes he's just too small. You know what I'm saying? We need a little bit more size out there. Najee's not that bad. So we can add him on the floor. But man, I knew Jordan Hawkins was going to get 30 tonight, man. I could have put my whole savings on it.
I gotta respond to some of this shit. But now you say a couple things. Now you say he wasn't as bad defensively before he went to the G League. Because I could bring out a bunch of instances. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up one. I'm gonna bring up when he scored. I'm gonna bring up when he scored 31.
They just using that as an excuse, Jay Black, because they gotta sit down somebody. That's why.
What the fuck are you talking about? Excuse? It's not an excuse.
Bro,
it's a part of the game.
All that, bro.
Huh?
The defense is not all that outside of Herb and what's it call him?
Defense is not all that. Yeah. Listen, how did they come back in the game then?
Hello, come back in what game?
This game right here. This game. How did they get back in the game?
Well, we barely was down, Jay Black.
Oh my God! Goddamn, answer the question. How did we get down? Who did they attack? Who was they attacking?
Jay Black.
Did you see it?
Yes, I seen it. Jay Black.
Okay, I just want you to acknowledge it. See, this is See, if I'm gonna be truthful, you need to be truthful. Be truthful on it.
Nah, I am being truthful on it. I'm not being delusional about it either. Like, bro, we wasn't. First of all, we're going against the Dallas Mavericks that ain't got nobody playing. Second of all, we was barely down in the game. Third of all, we won the game mainly because of Hawkins. Not saying that Nance ain't have a part and JV ain't have a part, but without Hawkins, I swear to God, we want to go win the game.
Yeah.
See, I told y'all, we always go too far, man.
Because who is JV gonna pass it to when he get double teamed? Who they gonna bro, he's important to the game, bro. He's that serious.
He is important. He is important. Listen, I'm not saying he's not important. I'm just saying acknowledge what they was doing. towards him. They was attacking him. Right? They was calling screens directly for him. They wasn't going for nobody else. They was going for him, and they was confident that he was going to score on him.
Well, what if you have to go with, if you want to attack somebody, who will you attack?
No, wait.
I mean,
Team
Herb is a good defender. Dyson's a good defender. I mean, of course they're going to attack him. I mean, he's the part of if you were to go by the maybe the numbers. I mean, or you know.
See,
of course, he's
the see, because now you're making me talk bad about him, and he had an amazing game. There's
no reason
talk bad about him, man.
There's no reason for you to talk bad about him.
What the way you're talking? The way you're talking is.
Are they going to attack Dyson? Are they going to attack Herb? I mean, you can go for
attack the weakest. You attack the weakest defender.
Okay, but the weakest defender don't mean you a horrible defender, bro.
What does that mean?
Meaning whoever whoever has the less chance to stop you doesn't mean that they can't stop you. Like, I mean, on some plays, like he's not the best defender in the world, bro, but he's not no chump on defense, bro. Bro, he knows, bro. He goes hard on defense. Of course,
he goes hard on. What does that mean? Well, he gives a lot of energy.
Yes, bro.
Okay, that's good. But when they was attacking him, Tim Hardaway Jr., he was calling screens over. He was attacking them. Kyrie was calling over there. They was attacking him. Then you compromise the rest of the defense. Now you have to change your defense. Now you have to double more. Now, if you're not scoring on offense, now you're getting scored on defense. Now it's messing with you. It's a whole team thing. That's why I say offense and defense work together.
My thing is, this will be a problem if I felt like it was hurting us in games. But the thing that we're talking about now ain't even hurting us in no game. It's not.
You want me to break up some games?
A game would hurt us.
I was waiting for that though. When we played, we played Denver Nuggets. We played Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets. We was up. We was up 20 points.
25 points.
No, when he had 31.
No,
when he had 31.
No,
right?
He never had 31. No,
he never had 31. I'm looking at the stats right here. He had 31, 7 and 3.
Oh, yeah, now he probably did have 30. Okay.
I'm looking at the stats now.
Okay, but that's better for me. Okay.
It's amazing for you. Now, Joker had 35, 14, and 12. But that's normal Joker stuff. That's normal Joker stuff. Who was the odd man that scored the most points? That wasn't Joker.
Jamal Murray?
No, Jamal Murray was hurt.
What are you talking about? The last game or the game before that?
Julian Strawler? You don't remember that? When he had 21?
So that's why we lost.
What game that was?
That let me go with this.
What game this was?
It was the back-to-back game.
Oh, it was back-to-back game. When?
But I know what game it was.
It wasn't a back-to-back game. It was Minnesota. It was November 6th. November 6th.
November, man. That's in November. This is January. What the hell does that mean?
I just told you. Oh my God. This is what does that mean? You just said he just said bring up a game. I just brought up a game, and then I told you we was up double digits. We was up over 20 points at half.
Well, what happened last game? Yes,
thank you. That's my point.
What's happened to Denver when we played Denver again? What happened?
Denver, the reigning defending champions.
We just lost to him. What the fuck are you talking
exactly.
about? You said what? We just lost to him. What? I don't know what that question was.
Right, and I believe he was up in that Denver game.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. So Jay,
I just said we was up 20. I just said we.
But that was at home though. That was at home, man. That was at home, man.
I mean, they.
What does that mean? So you saying that we couldn't beat them at home?
What I'm saying,
no, Denver is good. Period. Denver is good. They're the reigning defending champs for a reason.
Like
They got the best player in the world.
for Jordan
The
Hawkins, I
best,
guess.
bestest. I don't know what bestest is. Bestest player in the world. If you saying the best player in the world, that's something different. But bestest, I
The
don't know
best
what
player,
that is.
Joker. He's the defending champion. Last time
Listen,
Finals MVP. Yeah, he's the best
I
player in the
know I
world.
messed up on English,
This,
but
this is
bestest, I don't know what the fuck that is.
this
I
is
really don't know what that is.
never in the joint right here. Let's go ahead and
I really don't know what that is.
polls in, man.
Fam,
Man, I
hold
don't know.
Give other people a chance to talk.
on.
This one ain't gonna stop for a minute.
Man,
Hey, well,
Jay
look,
Black,
look, Big
Black
Q. Look,
in
I'm gonna
rare
go.
form.
Have a
Jay
good
Black
night.
in
All
rare
right.
form. Jay
All
Black
right,
in rare
Donald.
form.
All right,
Appreciate
Donald.
you
All
popping
right,
in.
Bonds,
Donald.
baby.
Appreciate you jumping in.
All right.
All right, Mose, you there, bro? You better jump in quick before something else gets started off.
Hey man,
Let,
I'm just here so I
That
don't.
was an hour
Hey,
let
and
him
a
know
bit right
something, Mo.
hey Q, I'm just here so I don't get fined, man. But
Let him know something, Mo.
Jay Black in rare form tonight. But man, I'm gonna be serious with you, man. Man, if would you compare a Cadillac and a Yugo in the conversation with each other? Man, I'm not about to compare Jordan Hawkins to Najee Marshall and Jose, man, who are just novelties. They basically novelties, man, right? I'm not gonna compare. Jordan Hawkins is different, man. You know, I'm not gonna say because I know Jay Black. He knows the game. He come with his stats and all kinds of stuff, his paperwork and everything. And I'm more sure he's watched a lot of basketball, man. But guys like Jordan, like Hawkins, bro, that's different. What he does on the basketball court, that's different. You know, there's not too many people in the history of the game that can come off of screens and score the ball at 3 levels like that, man. That's a different kind of thing he's got going on. You have to make room for a guy like that to give him minutes because what he does is different. I mean, I would ask you guys name other players like that in the league, man. You can't name 5 guys like that in the league that could do what he does. I'm not going to even compare him to Trey because Trey is a guy who's still developmental in his scoring approach, right? He's still herky-jerky. He's still fumbling the ball, trying to get to the hole and stuff like that. So he's still trying to develop those things, man. Jordan Hawkins is like a guy who's just naturally fast, right? He doesn't have to go work out to be fast, man. This guy is a natural scorer instinctively, the way he moves around the court. You don't even have to run pin down the screens for him. Man, he knows how to rub himself off of other guys that's just coming down the court to get open, to get his shot off. Man, that guy is a potential superstar. He's not just a good player. You know, he's a guy, if he played 25 or 30, 32 minutes a night, dude, he's going to be a 20 plus point scorer a game because he can score so many different ways. And if you can't see that and you think, okay, I'm going to play Jose and Najee because they play better defense, man, kiss my ass. You got to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You have to be out of your mind. Willie, you have a special kid on your team that you look. The NBA draft is a crapshoot, right? You don't know what you're gonna get out of that thing after the first couple of players, right? To be able to get a guy like that can straight up score the basketball like that, dude, and he wasn't a can't miss guy who everybody was talking about. He wasn't a LeBron, he wasn't a Zion, he wasn't a Wemby,
What they
but to
been
be able
comparing
to
him to Ray Allen though.
dude, but for him to come and do it, for
Yeah.
him to come and do it, we can, we talk about potential is the worst curse because you hadn't done it yet, right? Man, that kid is different, man. Offensively, man, you can almost use him like I know this might be before some of y'all time, but he can almost be like Vinny the Microwave Johnson that come off the bench, man, and get you a quick 10 or 15 points with your second unit, right? Because he could just get hot. So for you not to play a guy like that because you're talking about he may be a liability defensively, right? But you got so many other good defenders that's out there, man. Look, people try to put Steph Curry in the pick and roll because Steph Curry is not a great defender, but I'd be goddamn if they take him off that court. You
They don't do
understand?
that. No, Steph Curry plays a lot, way better defense than people give him credit for. For the last
Oh,
3
Jay
when
Black, I'm
years,
not about to argue
what
that with
about
you,
when he
man.
was
yeah, all
Steph
right.
Curry can't. Steph Curry don't defend. Don't even come here with that. He
Okay,
does not
I,
defend. I'm not gonna argue that with you, man.
okay.
I've, I've seen I've
I
seen the
got a bunch of
championship
stats.
thing.
I got a bunch of stats.
LeBron James, it was putting him in pick and roll the whole time in the NBA Finals, and he couldn't guard anybody. I mean, he doesn't guard anybody, man. He out there, he'll grab people in it, and the referees let him get away with some stuff because he's Steph Curry. But dude, he's not on the basketball court because he's a great defender. You don't,
No,
you
nobody
nobody ever.
said he was a
If you
great
say that,
defender.
and Jay Black, if you say anything,
I definitely
Jay
shouldn't
Black,
say he was a.
hold on, Jay Black.
You just
If
you
you
just
say
asked
anything to
him
the
if he
con,
was a great defender. I said he's not a great defender, but he's a good defender. I ain't say he was a great defender. Great defender is he could
dude.
he could defend three constant different type of players. Three constant different type of players.
Man, come
He
on,
can't.
man.
He can't. But he defends his guard matchup pretty good. That's it.
Okay. All right, Jay Black, man. I ain't come on here to fight with you tonight, man, because you
Hey
tough,
man, if
bro.
you,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm here
You
for
tough.
any smoke.
You tough, man. But I ain't gonna even argue that with you
All
because
right.
I know you know you that guy that antagonist, right? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't but to bug you with this. But what I'm saying is that man, you when some certain guys are special, man. Certain guys have, a certain what you can hang your hat on. Like my son play baseball, right? And they always talk about name one thing that you do great, right? I mean, can you hit? Can you throw? Whatever it is. But dude, that skill of being able to shoot and score, bro, that's different. Everybody can't do that in the NBA. What he could do, man, he can get to the hole. He's got a midi. He can finish over the rim. Man, I'm playing that dude. I don't care what anybody say, because the Pal will get those big leads and they go in droughts. And sometimes, man, Willie will put a lineup out there, man, with Jose and Najee and Dyson and maybe JV and just somebody else, man, and they can't score. They can't score to save them. They go 3 or 4 minutes in a row and don't score a bucket at all, man, and then you lose the lead and stuff like that. Man, that's just stupidity. That's just stupidity to me, man. I mean, Willie played in the league, and I think sometimes this is Willie's downfall because he played in the league and he was a role player. He most probably played those role guys because he was in those situations where he didn't know when he was gonna get minutes sometime, and will I play tonight? Will it be a DNP tonight? And sometimes I feel like he's partial to guys like that because that's what he went through in his career. That's the only reason why you play Jose and Najee like that, bro. And I like them because they're on our team and they help us win. But once again, bro, they role players, bro. You can't fall in love with the end of your roster. You got to change the end of your roster out, man. Guys like that, like I say, bro, you can get that on the shelf at Walmart, man.
Oh, here
Dude
we
like
go.
dude like to,
Here we
I
go.
hate to say it like that.
Oh,
But
man.
What
look,
about
but
Target, Mose?
well,
Here we go.
let's say that because let's say he's a razor blade because in Target they locked the razor blades up in Walmart now. Okay, so let's say
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Carnival tricks, everything. Oh, here we go. Look at
those guys, sometime depending on how the game is, man, you might give them a minute here or there. They might be able to, stop playing Jordan Hawkins. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna make you deal with him, right? And we just gonna do what we got to do defense because he's giving me an offense and he opened the court up for everybody. He started running, trying to. I mean,
If I'm talking to you, do not walk away from me after I just called you.
Uh-oh.
oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I might want to mute that, bro.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Domestic violence.
We
Uh-oh.
got situations going on here.
I ain't do it. All right.
the
Yeah.
Pelican
Gotcha.
Postgame Report, bro. What's going on here? It's the Pelican Postgame Report.
Hey.
DC and Big
DC,
Q, we
you
need to
good,
talk to
buddy?
you.
Yeah.
DC, you good?
Yeah. Hey.
You forgot to mute your phone or mute your
Yeah,
system?
I see now.
DC?
Yeah. That was DC. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. DC.
Yeah.
You all right over there, bro?
Man, you just
Oh,
man,
you
you
know
straight.
you're on that island, bro. I got to keep the passport.
Yeah.
Man, you
You can
killed the
you
flow
can
just
come on
now,
if
man.
you want to.
You just
You
killed.
know.
Just want you to be safe, man.
Just be safe.
Hey,
Be
Bro,
safe.
say,
We
bro,
won the
don't
game. We won the game
put
tonight,
Hennessy in your
DC.
pineapple juice, bro. Don't,
hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. You gotta say it, if it ain't going right, just say, baby, if you're ready to leave, I'm ready for you to leave. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be all
There
right.
you go. There you go.
Uh-oh.
I never said damage control.
Yeah, keep let's steer us back. Steer us back, Q. Steer us back.
Yeah, but Mose, bro, you was about to get cooking, bro. I can't have you up here calling people, talking about Jose's carnival tricks and and you gotta go pick them up in Walmart and all that kind of stuff, brother. When you said that the last time, brother, you know they cooked you, brother. They heard you and they got busy on that next one, bro. So you know
They heard them today too.
they heard you
But,
loud.
you know, that's what I'm saying. Look, bro, that's they good sometime. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want that every day. You know what I'm saying? That's just like eating sweets every day. You know what I'm saying, man? Good for you, but I don't want that every day. And that's the
No,
same
it
thing
ain't,
with.
it ain't good for you though. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. It might taste good, but you don't want it every day. And that's what basically what Jose and Najee is from. I don't want that every day.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Now,
saying? So
like I was saying, I'll push back because people will go too far. We start disrespecting the players on here, and then I had to talk all the way on the other side. Now, if they want to play him a lot, this will be Willie Green's. My suggestion to Willie Green. They have to, if they're going to attack him straight out, we got to run different defenses. We got to run zones. We got to learn ways to hide him if he's not that good right there. We got to run the prep.
bro.
that's what I'm saying. You act like the dude is a
All
hawk with that.
right, man. I just went over a bunch of instances, and I guess I do. Y'all don't love defense like I do. So
No, I
y'all don't
don't.
watch it.
No,
Y'all
I
don't
don't.
watch it the way I do. I guess
That's
it.
what I do,
No, I
bro.
don't.
I
No, I
play
don't love it
defense.
like that.
I,
Because
that,
the one
all
thing I
right,
know
then
about the
all right, then
NBA,
now I'm going from a different guidance. You're right. You're
you know
right.
what I know about the
Nah,
NBA
Jay
with
Black,
You're
that
right.
Jay
You're
Black,
right.
Jay
I
Black.
won't speak on that. I won't
Jay
This
speak
is
on
what
that.
I know about
Black,
the
you don't have
NBA.
to change your stance on that, man. I love defense too, brother. Go ahead,
Yeah,
speak
But
I
your
love
this
defense.
is
I
what
love
I
Yeah,
know
I don't
about
got
the
a
defense.
problem
I
NBA.
with
do.
it.
speak your
This is
truth,
what
brother.
this is
Defense
what I
wins
know about the
championships,
NBA.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I know about the NBA? When a dude got it going, you can't stop him. I don't give a damn what you doing. When a guy got it going in the NBA, you ain't stopping.
But you got to get him going. That's the thing
No, I'm
about it.
talking about.
I mean,
No,
but
he got to get going.
true.
But
Okay,
see,
okay,
I mean, that's just like with JV,
yeah.
getting him
okay,
going.
okay.
You
But
know,
look, well, let's say this.
everybody's
Okay,
got to get acclimated
Yeah.
to some point.
Hawkins played almost the whole game tonight. They won the
Yes.
game. They won the game. He scored 30 something points. So I guess the defense wasn't to the detriment of winning this game.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
wasn't.
exhibit.
So
That's
wait,
exhibit
Bro,
number
every
one.
time he got back in the
wait.
game, we got the lead, Jay Black.
We went down when he was on the court.
No, we went down there to bring him back in that game in the second in the
Yeah,
second
like it was like
quarter
I think it was
because
like
they were catching up.
I,
We
I,
couldn't score.
we could not. Listen, I don't know.
because
Let
bro,
me see. Let me see.
we was barely stopping Kyrie and them, and then Jordan just kept scoring, bro.
Oh wait. Why they? I'm trying to. Let me see.
Bro, Jordan kept scoring, bro. Who else was scoring?
Who else was scoring? You had 7 people in double digits.
Who had 30? Jay Black.
He had 30. He had
Okay.
30. He had 30.
That's the guy.
So if you don't get them 30, you think we win?
Hell no, we don't win
The
without
point's
him.
going. Oh wait. Then the whole game changes. The whole game changes. You think we wasn't going to score today? Nah, it's still going to be somebody that's going to score.
Who?
We wouldn't score it like that.
Yeah, no one scored like that.
Probably not. No, probably not. We wouldn't have scored like that, but we would have scored.
We'd have lost
And
that game too.
We lost it. Yeah.
I don't know. You don't know how the game would have rolled.
Okay.
So if we would have, if we'd have just went and fed JV through the whole game, we wouldn't have won that game.
No, they
We
wouldn't have
won that
double
game.
I guarantee
We
you,
wouldn't have won that game.
we'd have slowed the game down. It would have been less possessions. They would have had the foul. We would have been early. They would have been early foul trouble. They ain't run through Big V until the fourth quarter. Remember?
You arguing
Jordan
bad
opened
now,
that.
bro. That's
Oh wait.
bad right now.
Huh?
You arguing bad.
What?
You arguing bad. That's not.
I'm
That's not.
not arguing bad. You said. Listen. When Willie plays, when we have anybody out, Willie still finds players that plays good. That's the normal what he does.
I mean, somebody got to play good, but I mean,
Jay Black,
Jordan
I
played
want to
great.
apologize for calling you a plant the last time, bro. But you and Willie got to be friends, but y'all got to be hanging out drinking sometimes. Y'all got to be, man. Ain't nobody in the city talk this good about Willie but you. You got to.
Yeah,
You know,
because I'm
And
from
you got a
Jersey. I'm not
yeah, yeah,
in
you
the
got a different
city. That's
accent.
why.
Yeah, you got a different accent. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying.
from Jersey. I'm from
So
Jersey.
you might
I'm born and
and he
raised.
from that's what I'm saying. So maybe you and him might have crossed paths somewhere in
I'm
y'all
from
dreams when
DC,
Never,
y'all
man. We ain't too
that's your
far.
boy. Y'all boys. I
never.
ain't got no problem with that, but tell us the truth.
I never crossed
Tell us the
paths with
truth.
him.
Tell us the truth if you and
I
him boys.
don't
Ain't
know
nothing wrong
them.
with that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know
I'm
what you're
just
talking
saying
about.
y'all might be cool. I mean, you people make friends. Ain't nobody
Nah,
mad about
nah.
that.
So then why would I say that you should fire him then?
Man, I'm not. To me, you
That-
can't fire him right now because the team is
Oh
doing
my
well. You
God!
just don't fire him.
Do we jump when I ask legit straight questions? Do we not answer questions when I ask it?
And this ain't no
I
witness
asked the
stand. You
direct.
sound like you're a lawyer and I'm on the stand.
No, I asked no, because when you ask, so this is how conversations go. When you
Right.
ask me something, I answer it. But when I ask you something, you should give me the same courtesy that I gave you.
Hey, what you
Okay, ask
asked
me a
though?
question, man.
I asked you if I was such a good friend, why would I ask that they should fire him? And James Borrego, I was the one that was saying James Borrego since the last time we played Dallas Mavericks.
Now we know. Well, I know you. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, Jay
I
Black. But
remember
sometimes you
you.
just be.
All right.
I feel like you just be
Don't go
walking
that
backwards
far.
though.
I just give people credit when credit is deserved. I'm a fair person. That's
So
how I am.
Well,
why
yeah.
you
Well, you
think
can give
James
a lot of.
Borrego should be the head coach? He ain't never won Jack.
He don't need to win anything. Willie didn't win anything. I said I seen something different in the team when he was the coach. When he was the coach, they responded different, and
You
they
think
played.
that was a
They
big
play.
enough sample size? You
No,
think that
no,
was a big
and
enough
no.
sample
Oh,
size?
wait. And he wasn't the defensive first coach. He was leaning more into Jayhawk. Jayhawk played. That's when he started playing. Yeah, do y'all remember that? Like he started playing heavy minutes then.
When?
Yeah.
He
The
played. He
early in
played
the
against the
season.
Dallas.
Early in the
Oh
season.
yeah, y'all forgot
Guys were
about that.
out.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
when we
didn't
blew
forget.
him out. And he had, I think he had like 20. He had something like 20 some points. But everybody was scoring. I mean, everybody was scoring. It was from all different. And another thing that I listened to today, Willie didn't say anything about James Borrego. He gave praise to the defensive coach Collins,
Darren
and
Collins.
Jaron Collins, and the one that got demoted. It's the one that the assistant coach
Casey
from last
Hill.
year,
Casey Hill.
Casey Hill. He didn't say nothing about it. I don't know. I might be nitpicking. I might be just going out on a limb, but this don't sound like. I don't know. I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna even say that. I'm
You
keep my
trying
mouth
to
shut.
protect what he go by? What you saying?
He might be because it's different philosophies. His is defensive first. James Borrego is more of a his defense is more matchup based. Is flowing. He demands a lot out of the players. He'll sit you down. He's in your face. He a motivator too. It's a different one. I don't know. It's a
So Jay
different.
Black. If we were to make a move right now, what would you want to do?
Where trade deadline?
Yeah.
I said the point guard. I said the point guard. I said trade. I said trade CJ. That's what I said. I said that for a
But they're
long.
not gonna trade. They're not gonna trade CJ. And another reason why I wouldn't trade CJ is just based on the way the NBA is. You gotta have some veterans, bro. You gotta have some veteran leadership.
Get
That
another veteran.
you know,
I
like
mean,
who?
there's other
Somebody,
veterans out there, Moses.
listen, somebody.
Yeah.
So,
But you think you got to give something up to get something, man? Ain't nobody just
yeah,
like right now.
they don't look at it.
You
They don't
right
look at.
now, right now,
CJ and some picks.
right now. Utah's not about to sell right now, man. Utah playing good basketball right now.
Oh, I ain't
So
say Utah. I
no,
ain't
I'm
gonna
just
tell
saying.
you.
So those guys won't be
Atlanta.
available.
Atlanta is the team I said. That was the
Man,
play.
the league is geared to making the Lakers get a trade, so that's coming
Yeah,
soon.
Okay.
So
Okay, they could get Trey Young. I still don't want Trey Young.
No, I don't want Trey Young either.
You don't
I
want
don't
Trey
think
Young.
he fits on this team.
I say
I wouldn't mind him.
Deontay Murray.
Trey.
Man, I
I'm
guarantee that dude in how much you don't won't bet that he won't end up with the Lakers.
Oh, I'm not betting nothing.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Miami's
Yeah.
looking at him too.
It's
DeJounte
about,
Murray.
yeah,
The Miami.
boy, I'm gonna tell y'all damn man.
Miami's
Miami,
looking at him.
if Miami get any superstar, they can go all the way.
Yeah, that's some bullshit if they get
Yeah.
they get a superstar without giving up nothing. That's some. Then why we can't get it?
I mean, if they give up anything, they're gonna lose some of their bench.
Well, nah,
They don't
but
have
they got.
anything to
Thing
trade.
is,
Miami
one
don't
thing
have
about
anything to
Miami,
trade.
one thing about Miami, they're really good at getting players that are undrafted and getting those guys, and they come in and play hard. I mean, look at Gabe Vincent
Yeah.
and
Max
Strus.
Yeah.
Strus. I
Strus.
mean, those were gems. And they're
Highsmith.
really good at doing that. That's one thing I know about Miami.
I love
So
Miami.
they're not concerned about that because they have good scouts that go down and scout for solid talent to play with other, their main core. So
Absolutely agree.
they're good there.
They got a good coach too.
And
Great
they
coach.
they culture. They
signed a nice
culture is
contract.
Everything's great over here.
they culture. Yeah.
And they're
The
consistent.
endurance. Yeah.
That's why I thought, man. Once they get players,
that is.
that's why I thought Dame should have went there.
He probably
But
was
they don't have
trying to.
anything to give. Miami don't have anything
Portland,
to give.
Portland
they
had
don't.
to accept what they were offering, and they didn't accept it. So, I mean, that's part of the battle.
Now, who would you give up, Mose?
Me, I don't think you need to make a big splash move. I mean, I like Tyus Jones, man. I just figure out a way to get him out of Washington, and that's what I would do. I don't think you need to bring two or three guys in. I mean, the Pels are not that far away, man. The Denver game, man, the other night, I don't look at that as something, that we can't beat Denver. I don't necessarily believe that.
No, I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
They was just pissed off.
I just think that game was that they couldn't get it together. They were kind of sleepwalking.
Zion was locked in though. Zion was locked in, man. Zion was locked in, man.
Yeah, but
Everybody
BI
else
didn't really
wasn't.
give you nothing. CJ had, when
that was
CJ got into his ISO game and missing people that's wide open. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll go crazy on the court and do some stupid stuff.
I think that was BI worst game, and CJ he just went on CJ mode.
Was sick. He
was sick.
He was sick, and he had two Achilles tendon sprains on both his feet.
Shit, I don't like the way that sounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he probably shouldn't have not played, but
He sat for extremely long stretches too. I was like, it's kind of weird, but they said he was sick. So
Yeah, because he was taking shots that he normally don't take from spots he normally don't take it. He wasn't attacking the rim like he normally attacks it. He was just off. Yeah, you could see it.
well, those Achilles, man, they ain't no joke.
I think he should rest in. Trey Murphy some more minutes. Jordan Hawkins some more minutes. There you go. There you go. Somebody hurt. Next person steps in.
You feel like Najee should get minutes over Jordan Hawkins?
Huh?
You feel like Najee should get minutes over Jordan Hawkins because of his defense?
I don't. I think Najee presents something different, but that only it depends on how the team is. So if you're saying you're gonna play Trey, then you don't need Najee. You don't need Najee in that fold. But if Trey is still out, you're gonna need somebody that's small forward, power forward, versatility, and how they like to play defense. You're gonna need that. But I say
why don't we play EJ Liddell?
They don't believe in him at all.
That
And
man
he
can't
had
believe
zero
in him at all.
confidence.
That's Willie Mindfulness. Y'all know that.
He needs a whole lot of work.
Yeah,
EJ is not ready. He's
man-
not ready. You
I
can
think
look at
he's gonna be more of a small forward type too. So
I think he's gonna end up leaving though. I mean, we ain't gonna do nothing with him.
I mean, he might be waived, but
This is first year.
yeah, this is
wave.
first year. He's coming off of a
I don't think.
ACL.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
think-
just
I don't
saying,
think
like,
he's not in them, though.
well, what is the team trying to do?
There you go. There you go. I don't know what this team trying to do. Like,
Well, I mean,
I'm
because
just
I know
guessing.
Moses, like, if we're not using these players, if they're not helping us what we're trying to do, if they're not being productive, like right now I know he's young. So I think that's the one thing that he has going for him is the fact that he's young and they want to try and develop him, because what's the point in picking up a player if you're not trying to develop them?
Right.
So
Facts.
I don't think
Facts.
they'll give him up immediately. I think they'll hang on to him, see how he develops. I don't know how long that is, but as of right now, he's not ready. Like he really needs a lot of reps. He needs to now, out of all people, he needs to go down to the G League and get those reps, get his confidence up, get his legs stronger, and really find what defines his game. Because right now, I don't know what his niche is. What is he great at? Like you can pinpoint a lot of our players right now on the roster that are in rotation, what they're good at, what they bring to the table. We don't know what that is with EJ
at all.
Yeah,
he's a
I think he could be a piece if we're going to make a big trade. Some of these contracts going to have to go because you can't sign them back next year. You ain't signing Najee back next year.
Yeah.
JV, you can sign back. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know kind of what that is.
I like them to keep him.
I think they should keep him.
A lower contract or something.
Okay.
You know what? I do want to point this out. You know, a lot of people talk about how we need a big man as far as a shot blocker, but we actually have a top 5 defense without a shot blocker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's talked about enough, and that's with JV. So if you're trading for a big man that's a shot blocker, where's that really going to take us as far as, I mean, top 5 is really good.
So they want that number 1 spot.
And then you have to think JV does have the ability to play defense.
No, he plays defense. He just don't play their style. They want to be switch everything.
But
that's
even with that style, they are top. A top 5 defense. So I mean, I think we need to give more credit to JV, and I think the thing is we need to perfect other areas. Just like you said, Jay Black, a point guard. I think someone who can organize the game, because right now, top 5 defense without a shot blocker, we can't nullify that. We got to recognize what we have, and it's like, man, we doing well without a shot blocker.
I think in the last 10 games, we're top 2 in defense. Top 2 in defense and 7 in offense. 7 in offense, I believe, based off of the numbers before today's game, and I don't think it's going to even deter it. That's a guesstimation. I don't remember, but I think I think we are in the top. In the last 10 games, I think it's top 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we've been playing really good defense and really good offense.
To turn your nose up at, man. Yeah, I mean, let's keep JV. You know, the thing is, we're just now using JV correctly. We haven't the other 2 years, Willie's first 2 years, we weren't using them correctly. Now we're dumping the ball down low, getting him acclimated early into the game. A lot of times he's the first guy to, put points on the board for us.
Yeah, but I was one of the people that said I wanted him traded, but he convinced me, man. I apologize.
Yeah, because he's being used. Yeah, you got to use your players. You got to use them. You got to position them to maximize what they do bring to the table. Yeah. When you do that, get acclimated. He's a great skilled big man, an offensive player. That energy transfers on the defensive end. And you saw that on tonight. No, guys went up in there. He fundamental defense, had his hands raised. Like, his size, you can't teach 7 foot.
No.
You can't teach that. And you can't he's fundamentally sound. That's one thing that helps his game. The fact that he is fundamentally sound, that helps him on defense. Yes, he is flat-footed. Yes, he's a half-court guy. He gets tripped up in pick and rolls sometimes. But as you can see, there's ways to get around that. There's always going to be strengths and weaknesses. Like every team has it. The thing is how can we maximize the strengths and
minimize the weaknesses? Minimize, yeah.
The only time I see him What's funny is the only time I see him ever like, all right, come on, JV, is when he play against the other fundamentally sound dude, Jokic. That's the only time he get a little. I can see Jokic in his head, be in his head a little bit.
No, he
JV get some
played.
bad calls. He get bad
Yeah,
calls
he
sometimes.
played.
He do
Yeah,
that.
he played good against Joker.
Yeah,
Joker.
I mean, he played decent, but
Okay.
He
not
get
as
bad
good
calls.
as he
Joker
played.
gets a lot of calls though.
A lot.
And he does flop. Like
he do.
JV's not known for that. And
Yeah.
really,
But
our
JV
whole team, we're not known for flopping. And I really appreciate that. It's sad that, other teams, they get calls when they flop. But this team, it's like, man, we trying to get to the hole. We trying to play basketball. We're not trying to look for the foul. And I actually like that, because it keeps the integrity of the game. I hate the fact that I feel like the Pels are being penalized for playing the game the right way and not seeking out fouls. But, I think there's other things involved in that.
They should make it an award. And the last bitch team, the last bitch award goes to the last bitch award goes to the Pelicans.
But then we get a technical. Didn't you get a technical for flopping?
Yeah.
I didn't see
the
that.
thing
Ever.
is, Joker, he did throw that forearm. He threw it out there, and he does that a lot. But they don't they don't call it a whole lot. I mean, he's defending champ, just won the MVP, so
I hate
you're
Jokic
gonna,
so good though.
gonna
Man,
get
I hate that
benefit of the
dude,
doubt.
man. Jokic is something serious, man. I hate him, man. He good, man.
So do everybody see the Pelicans as a championship team?
Not right now. Not what we're
Playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs, but they still got to work on their being consistent.
Consistent, yeah.
And rotation on this
at a high level, because there's been moments where it's been lopsided. Like they're either winning, like have blowout wins, or they have good blowout wins, or they have bad blowout losses. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't win close games. That the record as far as winning close games is still astronomical. There's a huge gap in the win and loss column. So they still got work to do. And mainly it's down the stretch when that pressure is on. Can you all stay poised, get in your sets, get to the hot hand? Willie, again, being strategic, not playing checkers, playing chess, because that's what that's his problem, and then having counter punches. Right now, I haven't seen that. You can't see that in blowout wins. I'm glad that we're getting those type of wins, but the thing is, any coach is going to look good in a blowout win. Any coach.
Yo, Queen Lexxah. What's that R word we use?
Say again.
What's that R word we use?
Oh, rotationfulness.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So got another question. What would be a lineup that you would put Jayhawk in as coming off the bench?
I got you, buddy.
Any lineup with Trey.
I got you, buddy. Yep. Any lineup. There you go. Any lineup with Trey.
And put Zion in there.
Or BI. Zion or BI, both works.
Yeah. Maybe her.
We go Nant.
Nance.
Nance been balling.
We can even go CJ, Trey.
And I think that has been a lineup this season. Like
just one
they
time.
They haven't had that lineup a lot, but
what lineup?
With Trey
what we just said.
Trey,
with the exceptions of Jayhawk, because he hasn't been in the rotation for real. But
no, he played I told you he played the last 2 games. He played Sacramento and Golden State. He played with Trey Murphy a lot in the backup game. No, he ain't playing Denver. No.
But remember why that was? That was because I think Jose was out, right?
Yeah, both games.
Then,
He was out one game, and the second game they said he was ready to suit up, but he didn't suit up. Not at all.
And then Willie just said, I guess that don't mean nothing. The blowout don't mean nothing. We ain't gonna play him at all.
Got minutes that Denver.
No, but he got that many. I think they probably. I don't know because
they didn't play him. J Black.
No, what I'm saying. What I'm saying. No, I get that. I get that, but they should have played them. They should have played them. Yeah. But did they save them for tonight?
Man, I don't want to hear that.
I mean,
I'm just.
I like that. I see that could be a point, but I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm trying to give it something. I don't know.
But yeah,
I mean, just play them 12 minutes, play them 10 minutes.
Right,
we needed them.
And really just have a flow for the game. Like every game has a different personality. It has a different type of energy. And that's where being strategic comes in. You have to read the game. You can't just read what a guy did the last game. We've seen a game where Najee, he got off, and then the next game, it's like, where'd Najee go? You know, as a role player, you have to have a feel for the game. You got to feel that stuff. It's like, man, okay, look, this is a time we need some shooting out there. Get them out there. It's not you. It's more. It's not so much as giving him specific minutes, and then if he has it going, don't neutralize the hot hand. Don't neutralize a player when he has it going, when he's in a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens more so than anything than not. But it's more. Hey, you got to be strategic. You got to read the flow of the game, and when you're able to do that, man, this team can be something fierce.
Absolutely,
but
we got
Willie. I mean, will that it's that part that you have to have that creativity. You know what I'm saying? And imagination, and just knowing the feel of the game. That stuff matters. That's the difference between checkers and chess.
If y'all upset now, wait till Matt Ryan come back. y'all gonna be really upset.
Well,
problem.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is where he's supposed to be.
No, Matt Ryan is gonna play, but
he's saying he's gonna play over Jayhawk and them.
That's what I'm. Personally,
if Matt Ryan is doing his job, if you're shooting the ball right, I mean, just play him. But
you gotta play Hawk. Man, Hawk.
Yeah, you gotta play Hawk. See, I'm saying. So
who do we have on our bench that we have to play outside of shooters? Like, because to me,
we gotta ask Willie.
Najee and Trey, I like them. You know what I'm saying? But
ask Willie.
if you got somebody who can get 19 points in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, Matt Ryan is going to play. I'm saying that.
Hawk to me can do some of the same stuff Matt Ryan can do.
Who?
Hawk.
The only difference is the size.
The size. That's all the difference.
It's the same thing with Trey. You can't teach 6'11".
Yeah,
I mean, you know, so that's one thing. And plus, their bodies are ready for the NBA. You know, Hawk is still kind of small, but his hustle and his energy. And one thing I noticed, and I want to mention this earlier, is that, you know, Jay Hawk, he actually doesn't do too bad on shifty guards because he does have athleticism. I think he brings the same type of defense that CJ would. I think they're bringing.
I think he's actually
with the edge of
from what I've seen him in college.
Athleticism.
I think he's better than CJ. But
I take that. The only thing CJ has over him is
the whole game.
His veteranship.
Yeah. He knows more defensive schemes. Hawk just got to go through his rookie year and get how they play.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Right, yeah.
He was a good defender in college, man. Everybody forget that. He was
and that's why guys will attack him. You know, because he is a rookie.
And it's a difference between the college and the NBA. Yeah. Defensive wise, they don't do a lot more switching and schemes, and they don't do a lot of that, and their body's not ready for like these are all the great players from college playing in the league.
He said that after the game.
So it's a different speed. That's why I said that G League, going down to G League, people are saying that wasn't a good move. I think that was. He got a chance to actually play defense and play offense. He know how to play offense. That's a given. But he needs to understand the places to be. The places to be so he could get more minutes.
Hey, but my thing is too though, he didn't learn that in no day, man.
No, but he been
I mean, he's
playing.
a high IQ guy. You know, I mean, he
He been
knows how to
playing
play.
he been playing a lot of games.
Yeah.
He played a lot
He
of
knows
games.
how to play winning basketball too. The dude
He
is a
only played one
champion.
G League game though.
Yeah, he played one G League game, but he was on the bench. They said he was coaching them up constantly. They said, who was that? Corey Brewer.
So
He
the
was
G League,
always with Corey Brewer, and they was coaching them up.
it was an audition to see if he could get minutes again. That was
Nah,
There's a lot of auditions.
Which is bullshit to me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, he
was
should have
already
played some minutes.
producing new. He was
But
already producing new.
I really do love his confidence, though. You know, even with him not getting minutes and things, you know, sitting on the bench, knowing that he can contribute in some way, some form or fashion. You know, his confidence is really up there like a vet. Like he's been in the league for a while. So
He played 34 games. He got minutes. He played 34 games.
well, I'm saying
on
like
IG,
he
talking
still
trash
had
tonight
games
after
where
the
he
game.
didn't, like the Denver game. He didn't play in that game, and the last game he played against Denver, he had 31 points. Or was that 2 games ago?
That was
the last game against Dallas. He had his
No,
26.
when he went off,
no. He went
Yeah,
off.
like 25.
that was last year in the early part
No,
of the season.
that was Denver. Oh, you talking about against Dallas? He had 25 against Dallas.
Yeah, it was
No, I'm
25.
talking about against
26
Denver though.
against
That
And
that
he didn't play against Denver this time around. But the last time he played,
it was
like
31. He scored
yeah,
31 against them.
he had a really solid game.
Yeah, and we was up and everything.
And
Yeah.
so even with that game, it's like, okay, well, he did this the first time we played Denver. Why did he not play? You know.
He played the first and the second time against Denver.
Okay.
He played this November 6th. He had 31. Then we played them November 17th. He had 7, 5, and 4. It is decent.
And that was at home. That game, the second
they said
game where he
every
had
time
7
we play
points.
Denver with him, we do decent. Seems like that.
Yeah,
Especially at Denver. Because at Denver, he scored 31.
Yeah, at Denver, he scored 31. Mm-hmm.
I would have
Hawk a
played
first
him.
rounder, right? Hawk a first rounder, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 8 overall.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
I think he was top 14, wasn't
But he
14.
he was top 15. He was a lottery.
I forgot. I don't really know.
I think, he's a lottery.
I think he was like 14, wasn't he? Was he 13 pick?
Top 15.
Something like that.
Yeah, because Dyson, when you thinking of Dyson, he was 8.
Oh, yeah. Dyson was 8.
Yeah.
Now,
Dyson need to work on his offense.
You know what? He was probably 13 or 14. That sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Hey, I still be thinking about this dude. I wanted us to take this dude. Still be thinking about Jalen Durham.
For who?
Yeah, I don't know.
For who?
I'm talking about, no, I'm talking
Don't
about.
say JV. Please.
No,
Don't
you're
say
not.
JV
No,
now.
listen, y'all. No, listen. I'm saying, listen. In that draft, I'm thinking. I be still thinking about. I wish we would have
Jalen
took him
Durham
over
for
Dyson.
Dice, basically.
For who?
Yeah.
For Dyson?
Trade
Why we
Jalen
took
Durham
Durham
for
over
Dice. That's
Dice.
basically what he's saying.
I don't
Right.
know. He might be part of their core because him and what is his name? What's the point guard's name?
I'm saying we would have did the redraft. That's what I'm saying, y'all.
Oh man,
Right,
we
it's the
can't do
same
no
thing though. I'm
redraft.
just saying trade Jalen Durham for Dice, but it's still the
Oh
same.
no, they're not gonna do that though.
It's the same. That's what you're saying.
No,
That's a lateral movement.
But
That's a
no.
lateral movement.
I don't know because I mean, shit, they
Durham.
can use some defense.
Yeah,
They need
but-
to stop people.
Yeah, I like Durham, man. I like his size, man.
I'm good.
I would have took him in the draft over Dyson because I feel like I think Dyson gonna be here for his whole career.
I think
I don't know
Dyson
about
shows
old
I mean,
a
school.
you
lot
can
of
say that
promise.
Yeah.
about any of these guys, right?
Yeah,
Dyson
but I
Dyson is just
mean, well,
missing confidence. He needs more aggression and his shot needs to improve. As you've seen, it's been
Thanks.
improving. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But if Dyson, he got everything he need, man. He
yeah, no,
knows
he's
the
not. He's
game.
not.
He could see what people at. He know how to get him the ball. He can make every pass in the book. He's not
Laid back.
aggressive.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
not aggressive.
Has a
be,
laid back
I be,
attitude,
I be, I be,
personality.
I be,
I'm sorry.
I be laughing at I be laughing at
Togetherness.
Jackson Hayes
I
to the
think he
Lakers.
plays best when he plays with Jayhawk. Jayhawk is extra aggressive. Dyson's a big guard that could switch, cover up flaws. They actually work great together. Now,
And
them two work great together.
right, and
Ever since they've been playing to get, huh?
I said DB makes an excellent point. Dice. Well, he's not 19. I think he's 20 now, but
Yeah.
Okay.
he's really, really young, and he's intelligent. So it's like players like that, man, they get better as they get older. I don't think Dice is
Yeah.
on his
And
product
that's the thing
or
about
even
taking
close
those type
to
of
it.
No, he's
players
gotten better already.
He
because,
keep getting better.
you have to include the development part. I mean, you got to develop your players that you pick. So giving them away after what, 1-2 years? I mean, is that a fair assessment of a player?
Who giving away? Dyson? No,
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, for any of our
Well, he
young
still has to
players
grow.
that we
He gotta
draft.
grow. He gotta
Now, I
grow.
know,
If
Mikel
he go in a
State gave
trade,
Nikhil Alexander, and they gave they just let Jackson walk, and they were
I be laughing at
lottery
Jackson, man.
picks.
I be over
But
here laughing at
you
Jackson.
know, when
palm
you look
tree.
at Trey, you look at Dyson, you look at Jayhawk, looking at them three, and then looking at Nikhil and Jackson Hayes, was it great for them to for us to trade them or let Jackson walk? And,
yes, it
and
was.
then looking at these guys we have now, they were to develop compared to those two guys that aren't on the team anymore.
I think they're
Jackson
better
had to get walk.
pieces. I think they're way better pieces than Nikhil and Jack. Even though they play good here, but Dyson and Jayhawk are better fits than
I think they understand their
Jackson.
roles
They
as
better
well,
players.
and they have a
Jax
better
was
IQ
never good
too.
here. Jax was never good.
Yeah, I be
He
man. That man
he
still
wanted to
sucks.
play with him though. He's a
His
power
playing
forward
time
when
is
Zion was
very
hurt.
broken.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this.
but
I remember
he's still
big.
like
I
can't get out
remember
with the Lakers.
Jackson need a point guard though. Like he ain't gonna never be nothing without like a really, really good
right.
point.
I
Yeah.
think he should be a power forward. I think he should switch his
palm
position
tree.
to power forward, man. He not a center.
I don't think.
You still need
I
a
don't
point
think.
guard, Jay Black. Somebody
Oh
gotta
yeah,
tell him where to be
I
and
don't
what
think
to
he
do.
take the game serious enough.
He's not
that's
Well,
two. That's
I
another one.
think, and I think his job or his position had to be like challenged, because every time that happened, I mean, if it's between Nance and Jackson, it was gonna be Nance.
Wow. Yeah. That easily though. Easily. So now, whew, this is a lot. What can we do with? I don't know, man. I think we need to make a trade though. Honestly, we got too many good players, and I think it's hurting Willie Green mentally, man. He don't want to play everybody, so
Problem though,
you got to force him to. You got to
it's
force him to.
it's like
Willie
Willie plays
Green.
better with less instead of
But then you
playing
got to take away his
middle
options.
more.
Let's
Yeah,
take away his
which
options.
is really sad. Like, dude, you have a good problem, and that's
Right.
why the flow of that game, being strategic, that's where that comes in. That's where you have to have a feel for the game in order to know who to put in and know your personnel well enough. Okay, this is what we need out there.
You think he's going to develop that?
No.
In what time frame?
What about the assist?
I
Why
mean, I
do
ain't
we
trying
have
to be mean or nothing, but I mean, the adjustments are still delayed, man.
Adjustments
And
from this. There we
I
go.
say that all the time. That's the number one thing in the playoffs. that you have to be able to do. You got to make adjustments. Hall of Famers have said that. Coaches have said that. Other than matchups, it's the ability to make adjustments, how quick you can make those adjustments. And we all know how Willie does there.
He said he found it hard to play Hawk. Like this dude
Yeah,
been
I didn't
producing
like
for you,
that
and
statement.
you found that hard, and the dude been producing for you. That's a problem.
Yeah,
me.
that is. That's a poor excuse. Come on, man. Come on. And then you laughed about it? No.
Oh
You
shit.
better go
Yeah.
kick rocks. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Y'all keep playing with it. Y'all keep playing with it.
Oh, my bad, Jay Black. We ain't gonna play with your man no more, man.
I'm telling you, y'all keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. He's saying this. It sounds like he's saying this in tongue in cheek, man.
No, I felt it. I see what you were saying, Jay Black.
Yeah, I don't. That's not a glowing response for a person that was the reason, or he was the main reason, or the scoring effect that y'all scored that high, 118. You scored 30. The leading on your team, he was the starting unit, and you don't say, like, you don't come out this high praise about him. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah,
you start talking about his negatives. Nah. So
he nips that in the bud.
yeah, you supposed to.
He's
You
not
can
the
talk
only
about.
player he does that to.
He never do that to nobody else. That was strange to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was strange to me, and I
He do that to Zion all the
but
time.
I just know Willie Green, so I know he really prioritized defense. I really understand that, but listen, man.
Certain games you need shooters. Certain games you need offense.
Me
I mean,
personally, I
this
think
is a shooter's game, though.
I think you can hide his defense, even if you. Me personally,
It's
I
not
think
that
it's all.
bad, Jay Black.
You keep.
It's not. Everybody has different levels of defense.
Thank you, Lexxah.
Everybody has
Damn,
not
Jay.
yet. Everybody does. Like just like you talked about with
Okay.
Steph. No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Like, so do guys not have different levels?
Yes, they do. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
I didn't
all
say
I'm
anything.
saying is that Steph, he's not known for his defense,
No.
but he plays well enough where obviously he's very high on he's 80%. Maybe not as much, but just an example. 80% offense, 20% defense. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as the level of it. Whereas you have Herb, who's really high. He's probably 80% defense, 20% offense. Compared to a Steph. But everybody has different levels, and it's about being in a position. You know what I'm saying? You have guys that don't do well in pick and roll. You have guys that they're good defenders, but they don't do well with smaller guards. I mean, it again, that comes to matchups. That comes to positioning. And then the thing is, it's like, look, you can still play sound fundamental defense. Like the thing is, look, hey man, anytime I go to a park, play against guys are taller than me, they're faster than me, they're quicker than me. Okay, I can use that as an excuse on why I can't play defense. You know what I do? I get fundamentally sound. I get very fundamental. I understand my speed. I understand their speed. I understand their length. I understand their ability to jump high and attempt to block my shot. Their tendencies. I study those things. You got to be witty. Those things you can. Hey man, that stuff works.
Yeah.
I mean, AI as little as he was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his defense wasn't totally nullified or anything. You know what I'm saying? He was a little guy. There's ways to do it, and be successful. Because all you have to do is just understand how you can play defense, how you can have an edge over the other person. I mean, look at Jose. Jose, they can post him up easy. We've seen him where he rips the ball as soon as the big man brings that ball down. Man, he's on it like a little mouse. I mean, taking some cheese. Like he's on that stuff because he understands how he can go about getting that ball. Look, every player has to dribble. The dribble goes down to the floor. That's coming down to his level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's all kinds of ways. His defense is solid enough. Just like I said with CJ,
He moves
I
well.
really feel like it's basically the same level.
No,
CJ's not
So he's the
as
worst.
great.
He's the worst defender in the league, huh, Jay Black?
no, he's not the worst defender in the league. What I'm saying is based on his defense. If we're going to talk about his defense, he's not better than CJ on his team at defense. No, he's better at aspects of his defense, but he's not better than CJ on defense. CJ understands where to be, and that's the first part of defense, is knowing the place where to be. First, you said tendencies. That comes with time in the league, understanding how to take. Let's say a Kyrie. What's his tendencies? Do he go left or do he go right? Do he he's good with both hands? Do he do one dribble pull-ups? Do he do pump fakes to get me up in the air and jump and draw a foul? Do he do between legs? Do he do under the knees? Do he dribble waist high? Do he dribble high? There's a lot of different things in defense. Now, when you said Allen Iverson had a guard that protected him. That was Eric Snow. Eric Snow was one of the top defenders, and he covered, and he had a rim protector. But he had Dikembe Mutombo. He had a defensive team around him, and Aaron McKee. It was Tyron Smith, I think it was named Tyron Smith. I think it was they power forward. They had Dikembe Mutombo and Eric Snow. That was all defense, and they just leaned in on his scoring.
Well, Jay Black.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying, what I think everybody is saying is that at least as bad as their defense is, it's not higher rated as on the bad side than it is on the good side. Meaning they're good going to outweigh their bad because their good is like 80%, like Lexxah said.
No, well,
so,
it's
if you're doing so well on the offense, I mean, you're doing great on the offense. I mean, you're not going to be no chump on the defense. As long as you ain't being a chump on the defense, man, that's all that matters. If your offense is great, and his offense is great.
I mean, you can even look at Luka. Luka don't really.
Oh yeah, come on now.
But you can hide Luka. You can hide Joker. You can hide these guys, and they use them in different schemes. If you're going to develop different schemes around his defense, that comes with coaching. I agree. But now you're talking about their philosophy. Their philosophy is the way they want its positioning. It ain't schematics. That's why I always was telling them I was always saying up here to run multiple zones, to hide certain players, because I thought Zion wasn't a good defender, and I thought BI wasn't a good defender last year. So I was like, run more zones, put different type of. Now they became better defenders. Now it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better within their scheme, their regular scheme. They ain't even had to change the aspect, but he has to get better at defense so he can get more minutes on his team. That's what it is. Y'all trying to say it to me, but it ain't going. Willie Green is Willie Green.
Jayhawk is a rookie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to see where he is right now, I mean, a lot of rookies, especially with his confidence, the way that he approaches the game, I mean, it's at a high level. Like he's really before his time, even from the when you compare it to when Trey came in.
Yes.
So I mean, just looking at how he can grow, because he's going to get it. You have to think he still is growing into his grown man body. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get stronger. I mean, that's with every rookie.
I would say Hulk was a better rookie than Trey. Can we agree or disagree?
Well, he got more opportunities than Trey. So I mean, you have to consider that as well.
I gotta go back and look at Trey. I forgot how Trey was that year, because I think he got beat out by Herb So
Yeah, he got off to a slow start. He got off
was
to
a
a
slow
slow
rookie,
start,
right?
kind of like, you know,
yeah,
but he started to pick it
Jayhawk.
up the second half.
Right now, off my memory, I would say yes. He's a better rookie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll be a better rookie. But like when you say the Allen Iverson, that's why I say we need to play Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels hide his flaws, or you got Trey Murphy, you got play the right players around him, and you could play him, even with the defense that he is now. But if you saying that his defense is good, it's not Willie Green standard. I'm telling you, I can tell just by words. It just sounds different to me. He's not speaking glowingly. So if he will, I hope to be wrong. I'll come up here and say I was wrong. But Willie Green don't sound like he's confident that he'll play him over Jose, over Najee. These are the people that everybody is screaming that he should play over, Jose and Najee. If he play him with different players, you can play him. But if they don't play him with, if they like, let's say they put him out there.
You think the players coming to coach and telling them about Hawk?
I mean, I don't even think that matters.
Nah.
I mean,
I think it will matter. It definitely would matter. Shit.
Aside from
Zion and B.I.
the
came
people
to him
who
about
have a fat contract,
Yeah.
defense is Willie Green's failsafe, and I get that. I just, you know, I mean, we talk about it. I mean, we see that there has to be some type of a balance. I said in the last show that sometimes a good defense is a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know, that does work. I know it sounds crazy, but you know,
It don't sound crazy.
It does work.
It just goes against his philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a coaching philosophy. It's
So I
hard to
understand
break him from
where
it.
you're coming from. I
Yeah.
get it. You know, it's just we desire that, hey man, you have to have a balance. You know, you have to have situational awareness and know, look, you got to use this guy. This guy has a gift. We need a bucket. Why are you putting defense in? Like we don't need to stop at that time. We need a bucket. So put him in because he's a bucket. You know, I mean, and that's strategy.
That's how you look at it, and I'll tell you how he look at it. He'll look at it like
I know how he look at it.
just listen to me. Just listen to me. You said we need a bucket. Now he'll say we need to stop.
Stop him from getting a bucket.
But it's like we're not on the defensive end, dude.
That's
I'm telling you.
Nigga, you
Look,
you
we're
hear
not
him all the time.
on the game.
But I said stop him from getting a bucket.
You hear him all the time say. He said the same thing. He says we need stops. He needs stops to go on runs. He says it all the time. I'm like,
I know, Jay Black. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're talking about because you're in the mind of, you know, Willie Green, and we say it all the time. His fail safe is literally his answer, and fail safe and default.
There you go. Now you got it. Now
sometimes we need them buckets though, brother. We need them buckets sometimes.
That's why we're not gonna get far with him at the helm as head coach because of things like that. That stuff is golden, man. I mean, you can't coach like that. And you know what? Other coaches see that. They already know what his move is. They know where his counter punch is. Oh, defense.
There you go. You ain't gonna see this one coming. Let me put some defenders in.
Hey, put in Dyson Daniels. You know what I'm saying? A huge mismatch. All right, I'm gonna let that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see that one coming. Watch when I put this defense on him.
Look, see, they say CJ see I'm saying the players I know they saying something about it. I know CJ talking to the staff about that shit. That's what I'm saying. But they still he is too good. Zion and B.I. respect the shit out of Hawk. I know that.
And I'm gonna say this about Willie, yo. If a player has the hot hand, you keep the hot hand in the game.
Oh shit! No,
you know what's right now? That's laughable because
I ain't been watching, man. I think y'all wasn't watching the games, man.
I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about
Like we
I'm
just
not
saying
talking
what
about
needs to be
tonight. I'm
done.
talking about before tonight.
No, I'm
He
talking about
cooled his
before
players
tonight
off.
too. I'm talking about when Zion got it rolling, he'll take him out.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
JV
He
got
Right,
said
it
that
rolling,
right,
he
too.
gonna
Yeah,
take
he
him
told
right,
out.
everybody.
right.
CJ
Cool
got it
them
rolling,
players.
he taking him
Against
out.
Denver.
Cool them off, huh?
Nah, he don't take CJ
It's
out. Y'all
awful,
tripping.
Nah, he
man.
trying to save the heat
Yeah,
for
man.
later in the
Man,
game.
Yeah, that he goes.
CJ has some personal goals he's trying to reach. Man, that dude
Yeah,
trying to
man.
be an all-star and it ain't
Oh
even
nah,
gonna
that's
happen.
out.
It's
There's
like,
no way in
dude,
hell he's
you
doing the
are
house.
past that time. Like your focus needs to how can I get BI and Zion acclimated?
And
I just feel like his
I feel like
mind frame is all wrong.
I feel like he got better this year as far as his
He
mind
did.
frame.
Wait,
I
hold
really
on.
do.
Wait. You said CJ's mind frame is all wrong, Lex?
Yeah, no, it
He
got
did.
better.
He got
Yeah,
better.
I
Yeah, I
think
think he
a
got
lot
better
of
this
times
year.
he's always he's putting up a lot of shots. He should not be taking more shots than those two guys. Is he supposed to be the third option?
I would have agreed last year, but after really looking at CJ like this year, the beginning of the year, he had some 30-point games, and I think he was in like this role where he was trying to do more. And I think you're correct. When a lot of guys were out, but as of late, maybe the last 12 games, minus a few plays here or there, I think CJ has been fantastic. The dude is shooting. He's
Yeah,
shooting
when
like
he's
40. Wait, hold up,
shooting that
hold up. He's shooting like 45% from 3-point line, and he taking like 8 or 9 threes a game. We got Bi who gonna come in and do what he does in the mid range. Zion gonna keep attacking the rim. Trey knee is kind of messed up. Willie ain't playing. Don't want to play Hulk. Where all these threes gonna come from? So like I look at what CJ is
that's
doing
awful.
is
That's all the
he's
time
You look at the
adapting.
defense.
reasons.
No, I'm just saying like the man
That's
is
Oh,
all
that's
the
just
adapting
time
so
to what's
defense.
awful,
going
man.
on. And he's taking all of his shots. He completely changed his game because he's not taking a lot of them pull up mid rangers.
Yeah.
And when he do take them, he's shooting them at 60%. So CJ normally takes maybe about like recently, last 12, 13 games or so. He's been taking about maybe 13 shots a game. 14
Let me see.
He
So
might
I
have
got
How many
one where he
points
takes
CJ
16.
average? Yo, DC.
He
How many
averaging
points
20
CJ
points
average?
a
20
game.
points. 20
20
points.
All
points?
three of them
Okay.
are averaging.
It's all career
19.4.
high
Okay.
on his percentages,
Okay.
other
Well,
than the
I
damn
got
free throw line.
the
Okay, I
Pelicans are
got
the
you.
only team that has 3 players averaging 20 points a
Well,
game.
he's 19.4, but
That's
he's a
20. That's 20.
44.
That's
He's a
20.
44% 3-point shooter. So they did talk about CJ. He said he stopped the mid range because he said we already got somebody at mid range, so he do pull up threes. That's why he take them pull up threes that we don't like. Sometimes in the game, it's because he worked on that in the off season, so he's shooting that more, so we could get some 3-point shooting. I'm
Now
just
let's give him
calling it
this.
that.
He does play the 2. He is playing that 2. He's not dribbling as much.
Yeah, I
Because
just hate
once he starts
like I
doing
said,
that dribbling, that's when it's like,
I
yeah.
okay,
wish I
CJ,
wish Zion
He's
could get a
got
you
mid
need to
range.
play the 2.
he's gotten better, like I said, with utilize when determining when to uh implement, you know what I'm saying, his skill set. But sometimes he'll do too much. Once he start getting it too hot, he'll miss an open man and stuff.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
CJ. Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
him. But
yeah.
So like,
he played a
That's what
lot.
I
He
don't like.
playing
The
a lot
decision
better
making kind
this year
of
though.
hurts
no, he
sometimes.
definitely
Yeah,
has.
because he's not hurt, because he had a couple of things ailing him on last season. I think he had like 3 things: his shoulder and his finger. Yeah, some
So
in his finger.
so assist to turnover ratio, he's 5 assists to 1.6 turnovers. That's a great.
Right. Then he
That's great
turn the
right there.
ball
So he
over no
so
more.
see
Like I think we're a little hard on CJ right now, based off these last maybe 12, 15 games or whatever.
I don't
Like
know.
he played a lot better this year than what we seen last year. So
I think he played good all year. He had a couple down
so
games, but that's what happens in during the year. Shooters go through ebb and flows. They don't always shoot at 50% or 40%. It goes up. They get hot streaks. They get hot months, hot weeks. Like Trey is shooting down. He's shooting down right now, but he keep playing during the season. That shit gonna shoot up, and he gonna have a hot month. We're gonna forget all about this, like down, like time he's going through, or like we
I
just
mean, Trey
want
doing
all of them
fine.
to have hot shooting. Shooting is
it comes and goes. That's why it's all right.
Yeah, you got a when you got a lethal shooter.
So, family, do we trade CJ?
I'm the person who came up with the DeJounte Murray trade.
Oh
for
yeah,
CJ.
and I back that
I
100%.
still like that idea, but looking at it right now, man, I can't say you trade CJ based off of how we playing right now. Like I think it just would be the wrong move. I think the
Right.
players like him. He obviously gets along with Willie Green. He's a leader in the locker room.
Obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean,
I don't mean to laugh.
CJ is a politician. Yeah,
he is.
he's one of those goody two shoes. He knows how to work the system. That dude's been around for a while. Hey, you learn things, okay?
But the
So
thing I like about him is I think I looked at him as, man, he wants to be this guy, like similar how you looking at it, Lex. I seen the same thing. But then looking at his numbers and then just analyzing certain things going on this year, I think CJ is trying to adapt and shape himself to what he feels like or what they're talking about as far as with the coaching staff of this team needing at the time. And the fact that I seen him be able to go from shooting those mid-rangers and those shots we were like, what the hell are you doing, CJ, about, to get that more under control and to take way more three-pointers shows me that he has the ability to analyze what's going on with the team and try to fill in where he needs to be and actually be that third player where he needs to be. And if Zion or BI, one of them ain't stepping up, they're a little banged up, hurt up, he going to step up, be the number 1-2 option or whatever he got to do. So I definitely think it can work with him. The only thing that I think we need if we're going to pull a trade, I'm with you, Lex, but I also like what everybody's saying about a big man, a rim protector. I've been saying that for maybe last
even with the top 5 defense,
2-3 years. But I think a point guard, a backup point guard, looking at how they are right now and just how much talent we have and potential we got, I think a backup point guard would actually be more important than getting that rim protector. But
yeah,
I still would want that rim protector though, because in the playoffs, that's when you're gonna really see that. But maybe Cody Zeller can be that guy? Like
I don't know,
he's a
man.
better rim. He's a better rim protector than
I ain't
JV.
going that far. I ain't gonna go that far.
I mean,
he
You don't think he could be just like a average rim protector? I'm just talking about being better than JV.
No, but
Not allow him to get exploited on when they set him up in the picks and kind of go at him.
he got energy and he gives you effort defensively on rim protection, but he lacks it on offense. So what they do is they're just.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about situational. Jay Black, when we get into it, they putting Big V in the pick and rolls and eating us up.
But then they can't. He can't play with. But he can't play with Zion. So now you gotta take Zion off the court and have more of a spacer, so he can be active around the rim. He set screens. He passed the ball amazingly, but he doesn't shoot the ball. He doesn't give you nothing outrange. That's why Big V is good, and that's why Nance is good. He could shoot decent from the corners or something. Like he needs to stretch the floor. He has to shoot. Because all our stars score from different levels of the game. Zion more to the rim, BI more mid-range. CJ, he's more developing outside. So you need somebody else to. He can play good on the rim protection, but then you got to play both sides. Then you go timeout and bring a center that can score. Defense for offense, that's too much. So I think we should just get somebody, because all these trades, somebody gonna be an odd man out. Or we could get Bismack Biyombo. I think I don't know if he can shoot. I ain't paying attention to him. I don't know. I ain't paying attention to him.
Can't shoot.
Yeah, he just got waived.
I know he got waived by.
And Memphis is depleted in their front court right now. So
they gonna trade somebody. I know they in the selling position. They gonna sell somebody from that team.
They ain't got nobody we want, but
but we gonna watch the trades. The trades, somebody got to fall out. Somebody gonna get bit. No, somebody gonna get a buyout. this is going to be a buyout market as well.
Are we
So
gonna jump on it fast enough?
no, now
Nope.
we had to clear some cap
Nope.
space.
Everybody
We
for
love
the
as
Lakers.
human beings.
Okay. I'm done.
I just think
He loves as
me
human beings,
personally,
y'all.
me personally, if we don't trade CJ, because that's 33 million or 35 million, and DeJounte Murray is a lot less. He's about in 20-something millions. If we don't do that, I say we got to trade Najee and Kyra just to get the money off. For opening a roster spot to go that way.
They gonna
To bring
cry
somebody else.
I got a question for all of you all.
But you can't sign Najee. He make $1 million. This is the end of his contract. You ain't gonna get him next year for like.
That's their cousin.
Yeah, he wants more money.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't
It's the
think
family, Jay Black.
he's worth
I get it, the family, but you know.
Yeah, it's together down here. You know that, J Black.
Hey,
Family.
man.
Hey, you gotta take care of business. But I got a question for y'all. So we talked about a point guard. What do y'all think about Dennis Schroeder?
Yes, I love
I absolutely love him.
He's a champion. He's a point guard. He
Yeah.
can shoot. He plays both ends of the floor.
How much is his money?
I want to say 12.
No shit, no. Can't do nothing because we already close to the cap right now.
No,
Are the
but
Pelicans in a
trading
luxury
for him.
tax too?
Yeah, Kyra brings us in luck. DC, you know, does he know the numbers? I don't know the numbers off the top of my head.
Or BQ.
Kyra is definitely the amount that we're over the luxury tax because it's really like I think 4 million, and Kyra's contract is like 5 million. Or it might be like 4.9 or something like that, or 4.7.
And right now, Washington's trying to build around Scotty Barnes. So.
But if we go after Dennis Schroeder, we have to we're able to match his money. And where we gonna match the money from? I don't be worried about like Tyus Jones.
No, that's why you make a trade, right?
How we gonna match the money unless we gonna get another team in?
Yeah, we can do that. That's always an option. They do that.
3-team trade.
There you go.
Then we have to give them some asset that is money.
And we got picks. You know, there
are
are teams who are interested.
the picks is the money though. It's not the picks.
Okay.
It's the money. It's just the money. And if they make us a championship team, they'll bring them in. That's nothing. That's no problem. But if they're not,
should the league figure it out for the Lakers? I don't know how they got they trades off.
Man,
it's the
Lakers. I mean, they're the Lakers, and the Lakers actually have a presence. They have a presence in probably every organization.
It's the Lakers.
Yeah, they're alumni and everything. You see them all over the place.
They elite, yeah.
They hooked up.
They are. You ain't lying. Cause I was like, what the hell?
Make it make sense.
Yeah, man, that's just the league letting LeBron live out his last years. But what's another move? Well, y'all said Dennis Schroeder.
The Schroeder idea. That's a good idea.
Tyus Jones.
I really like Tyus Jones. He's very smart and he does not turn the ball over. Like either it's very minimal or it's none at all. But I really like him. He really finds guys and he can shoot.
So Kyra is 5 million. We need 7 more million to make the money work. Where we get the money from? Who we got to let go in the trade?
No.
I mean, well,
difficult thing. I think I want to. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, let one of your good players go. Somebody got to go.
Well, it'd probably be Dyson because a lot of teams need defense. I don't hate to say that, but I mean, if you want to
that's what the Knicks did.
If you're facing just business, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that's always something that's a need for teams to have that person to lock down. So I mean that's pretty comparable, especially by Tyus Jones. He comes off the bench. So does Dyson.
And you saying he's gonna play? So he's gonna play Tyus Jones, What's the rotation now? Let's say we got Tyus Jones. We traded Dyson and we traded Tyra. What's the rotation? How the bench unit runs?
Well, Tyus just fits in where Dyson was, but he'll probably be in more consistently now because he'll be managing the floor.
Dyson been the backup point guard for a minute. For the last tonight he even played backup point guard.
Yeah.
Even while Jose was on the court too.
Yeah, so that's what
if y'all knows that.
One thing I will say to Jay Black is, Tyus Jones, before he was traded to the Wizards, he played for Memphis. And when Ja was out, he's the reason why they sustained.
Yes.
Like and so that's the guy that I'm looking at. No, the Wizards, they suck. But the way that he played with Memphis, we can easily have that here. Like what he did without having him, and he came off the bench, and then he was in the starting lineup when he was out of the game, and for long stretches, and they were sustaining without him. So I mean,
it's Tyus Jones. How the bench unit? Tyus Jones, Trey Murphy still on the bench. Larry Nance,
Jordan
Hawkins,
you
Matt
still have
Ryan.
Matt
Ryan, Najee. How y'all rolling with it? Are you going
mix some of
the starters?
Yeah.
So you gonna play
that's how you usually done.
Zion or Bi with one of the bench unit?
Yeah, because he's usually the first one subbed out, so he plays with that second unit starting in the second quarter. So Zion will probably be out there. Trey, Tyus, depending on probably Najee and Nance. Is that 5?
I think so.
It's a balance, and then you can switch out, Jayhawk, depending on the matchups or the situation or something. I mean, it don't have to be like perfect, but
Nah. Then are you gonna play Tyus Jones with CJ? Move CJ to shooting guard sometimes.
There you go. Well, that's where he needs to play. That's his true position. So that works out perfectly.
Right. Number 2 guard.
Then you can play him, CJ, Bi, Jonas, and Herb. Yeah, and then if Zion subbed in, because then it would be probably Zion, Jonas, CJ, Tyus, and Herb or Trig.
Do that make us a championship team?
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean,
well, matter of fact,
because then it comes back to coaching.
Yeah. You know what? Because actually, when I want to do that, because once you get to the playoffs, it's more of a crapshoot. It's more about the lucky. You got to be a lucky team. Lucky, what I mean by is lucky, injury luck. Then you got to be playing hot, whoever hot right there, and you got to have the favorable matchups. If you get a bad matchup, teams could what Phil Jackson said in his book. Phil Jackson said he tried to avoid, in the years that 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, he tried to avoid the Utah Jazz in the playoffs because they had more experience and they was a high IQ team. They used to try to avoid them in early matchups. And some strange reason they never played them. I don't know how that worked out.
Phil Jackson?
Yeah. And I think
it's Chicago Bulls?
No, with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, when he was in the Western Conference. All right.
Yeah, when he was in the West. He said because they had a high IQ from playing them with the Bulls. He tried to avoid them. That would have been an easy route to, go through playoffs. So when they be scorching teams, they'll look at the standings and kind of lose games just to get in certain standings to play certain matchups. That was favorable to them. Yeah, so I don't know, man. But will he do that? I don't think so. And he's not like that.
I mean, it would help to have a point guard though. I mean, especially when we hit like droughts, just to calm the game down. When the pressure gets high, or things of that nature. Just situationally, it would be nice to have a point guard though, because make sure everybody's in their spots and all that stuff. Because we've seen how that hurts us. That's kind of hurt us down the stretch, not having that guy who can really be that floor general.
I think Dyson is the floor general. I think they just need to play him as the point guard.
At that floor general?
He's not a shooting guard. He don't score. But I think he gets people in the right positions. I think he does everything else but score. And I think if they play him with Jayhawk, that's a problem solved right there. Him and Treyhawk and Trey Murphy, I think that solved the issue.
Jayhawk.
If he want to play Dyson,
see, look, hey, it's coming back, Jay.
Hey man,
coming back.
I'm just telling you, man.
And that's the thing. It's
I seen that lineup.
That come about, man. It always comes back to the coaching, man.
We've seen the lineup in 3 out of the last 4 games. Dyson, Jayhawk, Herb, B.I. Zion, Larry Nance, or they played when Zion was hurt, they put CJ in that role in the second unit, and they were still score, and we got blowouts, and this looked like, and look who was playing a lot tonight, Dyson, Jayhawk. I'm just saying. Listen. I'm a guy. I will say when I was wrong, I was wrong, but I think they need to play Dyson with Jayhawk. That solves a lot of problems that Willie Green has, and that gives everybody what everybody wants. Jayhawk to get more minutes so he can show his scoring ability. So I think it gives everybody a problem. But if you play Jose with Jayhawk, now that's going to dictate what matchup we play against, what size. Nah, we don't got to do all that. Jayhawk could play any of the weak offensive guys and hide them or run defense. They smart enough. They could come up with different ways, or do what they did tonight. Trap motherfuckers, like double team the guy that got it going. That's something that they don't like to do, but they could do that from time to time and just run our offense like they would normally run it. So
we'll let Willie Green know, Jay Black.
Man, listen. If I had his number, man,
just let him know. Make a phone call.
I wish it, man. If somebody give me his number, I'll call him right now and say, man, listen, bro, you got this lineups, man.
Jay Black, I know you get it with him quick, fast.
Yeah, man. That's a problem, man. So, if I could look up the data, and I'm one person, why they can't? And they got like 13 coaches on the bench. Like, I see the shit, so everybody else see it.
They watch film. That's what they do.
I don't know. They get paid for it. They need to start paying some of the people that's over.
Yeah, I know. I want to get paid too. I'm gonna be right there with you.
Yeah, man. If they want to send some money this way, man.
Yeah,
we know basketball too.
Be my stipend plus overtime.
Yeah, man. Now, what's one thing? Now, let me get a hypothetical question. If we go to the playoffs, but we lose 4-2 to, let's say, the Phoenix Suns, let's say that hypothetically, and Willie Green don't make adjustments, the right adjustments, do we come back next year?
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question to everybody, man.
Okay, say that again, please.
So if we go to the playoffs, let's say we play the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns, tough matchup. We lose to them 4-2. We lost them 4-2 last time.
That's right.
And and we have
They playing kind of bad this year.
I know.
They in the play-in.
There you go.
Hey,
And they don't. They're very vulnerable in their front court too.
They should have never fired Monty Williams, in my opinion.
Oh shit, that's a big statement.
That's me.
I ain't say this shit.
I mean,
I don't.
You got him to the finals.
Well, yeah,
they don't believe in it like that.
In those finals, in two of those finals, they had really bad losses on their own court. One from Dallas, and who was the other team? I mean, I think they got beat like by 30 or 40 or something ridiculous in the playoffs, and that's what did it. Especially
in the finals.
No, not the finals. The year after the finals. I'm sorry.
In
the
the
year after the
playoffs?
finals. Yeah, in the playoffs.
So if Willie Green gets us to the finals and we get blown out in the finals, do he come back?
Yep.
Well, a
Griff
change
loves
is
his
going to
human
come
beings.
anyway. They can't keep everybody, right?
Griff
Just
loves
asking
his
the
human
question.
beings, yo. I'm telling you. Griff
No,
loves
but I'm
his
just
human
saying
beings.
because Gail ain't trying to pay all that. But I don't know if we'll make the finals because again, I'm going back to the coaching.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically, we got the right matchups. We played teams that had a star hurt damn near every series we played. We got to the finals. We played the Boston Celtics. We got blown out. We lost 4-1 or lost 4-2 or 4-3. But all our losses was blowouts. Do we fire Monty Williams? Do we bring him? No, because this is the last year of his contract. Do we give him an extension or do we let him walk?
Willie Green?
How about
Willie Green.
Yeah, you said Monty.
I said Willie Green. My bad. Willie Green. I meant Willie Green.
You're asking if Willie Green comes back if we lose in the first round 4-2?
Lose in the finals.
Oh yeah, he definitely comes back if we lose in the finals.
We losing the finals? No, he not
If
gonna
we
get
lose in the
back.
finals,
We
Well,
might
I
give
mean,
him a
that's kind of
parade.
like a between like the feeling of being between a rock and a hard place. I mean, it's you can't really answer that because
Yes, you can. How would you say
it?
I mean,
if you go to the finals?
That's where
First,
talent beats coaching. And sometimes you have those teams where the talent outweighs the coaching. Just like with Luka and the Mavs, you're seeing right now, Luka is so talented that really certain things that are usually paid attention to on a bad coach, on a bad team, aren't being paid attention to with the Mavs, because there are some times where Jason Kidd, that IQ that he had in game when he played, it's not translating into its coaching realistically.
I think he's got to outsmart everybody. He thinks he's the smartest man in the room.
Who?
Jason Kidd.
Oh,
Jason
oh,
Kidd.
okay.
He does strange moves too. He don't throw like normal conventional moves. He don't do it a lot. Like stuff that's, I don't know. He thinks out of the box too much for me, for my take.
Yeah, well, I think that if we did go to the finals and we lost 4-2, I mean, even if it was the Western Conference Finals, if we lost 4-2, Willie Green would definitely come back. But I mean, that if we're in the first round and we're losing and it's just a knockout in general, that's where it's kind of difficult to really understand if he's going to come back, because we don't really know what exactly is the end goal. Like, what is the goal for Willie Green? If Willie Green gets us to the semifinals, does he come back? Or if he loses in the first round, does he come back? We don't really have any kind of indication on what is going to allow Willie Green to actually get another contract. That's the difficult point.
Yeah.
So if he goes out first round, everybody say he shouldn't come back. I just
He
want to know
shouldn't.
a line. That's all I want.
It depends on how bad it is, how bad it looks. If it
Okay.
looks bad, you gotta go.
I think it depends on the team too.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, let's say OKC. I think honestly, in a 7-round
Seven
series,
game. Seven game series.
7-game series, we beat OKC. But I think that if we lost that series, Willie Green would be fired. Personally.
He said personally.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
they
That's
played well too. They beat
Okay, see, good too. Y'all gotta stop
Yeah, they
sleeping.
blew out Denver.
No, but what we saying, because they not experienced. So if they get to the playoffs, this is their first time going to the playoffs, even though they got a lot of talent, but they still don't match up well against us. They should.
But I mean, the Pelicans don't have a lot of experience either.
I mean,
we got a playoff experience though.
Not on, like, let's
Sure,
say
playing.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say that.
I mean,
No, we play Phoenix.
Yeah,
we
had to win a play-in to get in the playoffs.
If we lost,
they did too. They beat us in the play-in just last season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
but
into the
it's
playoffs
different in
and
a
they-
7
Oh yeah, you're right. They was in the playoffs. But they got
The first, when we made the playoffs, we
Now
had to
I
win a
think they got
play-in
beat by
against the Clippers.
Minnesota.
Okay.
On the
Yeah,
second game because they were in the the 10th spot. They beat they beat the Pels because Pels were in the 9th spot that was
Yep,
on
absolutely.
at SKC, and then they went on to play the T-Wolves, I do believe.
Minnesota beat OKC down in that plan. Like,
Yeah.
it was bad. It wasn't even fun to watch.
And one thing they put Nikhil on Shea, because they're cousins, because he knows his game very well. But that's how they neutralized him.
Wow. Okay, so we have a baseline. So if he loses to certain teams, if we get to the playoffs, he loses to certain teams, he doesn't come back.
Yeah, I think there's a marker on what teams not to lose to in the first round, and teams that it's deemed kind of proper. Like, if we played Phoenix in the playoffs, I think that there would be more understanding, more forgiving, and give Willie Green another contract. Now, say we lose to a team that isn't really known historically to be a playoff team, isn't really that, they're not that good of a team. I think then Willie Green would probably be fired.
Okay, so they're not good of a team because the Lakers, they're not that good of a team. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but the Lakers
that applies.
historically in
You
the
know what I'm saying? I'm
playoffs-
just saying, like, because Phoenix, they're not doing well, but they have strong veteran players, guys that in the past they've done well in the playoffs. And then with the Lakers, they're not doing well, but they have LeBron and AD. So, I mean, how does that connect? I mean, does that matter? Like, as far as who we're playing? Because OKC, they're playing very well. They're in the top 2 seeds, right?
Yeah, but they're a seasoned team. We don't know what the translation is in the playoffs. With Lakers, with Phoenix, it's different because they do have stripes on their back. They have played through playoff series. They have, even though Phoenix hasn't had a championship, they've been further than, say teams like OKC and Minnesota. Minnesota, I'm not looking over them, but I mean, we do have the potential to beat them in a 7-game series. OKC, I think we have a higher chance, a really good chance in beating OKC in a 7-game series. Now, when it comes to the Lakers, when you put them in that field, when you put the Nuggets in that field, it's a different story because that's high caliber teams, and maybe right now they might not be the best season wise. Talking about the Lakers, but we know what to expect from them when it comes to the playoffs.
Turn that thing on,
Yeah. But I'm
Right.
pretty sure.
And what the refs going to do, and what the refs are going to allow. Yeah, the Lakers.
Let me ask you this, man.
about that.
Let me, because that's a great question, Jay Black.
Yeah, it is.
The Willie Green, how far do the Pels go? There's several factors I'll look at when it. Number one is the octopus. I mean, that's the first thing right there. Because the guy is if he really likes Willie, he'll spin a way to keep Willie here. He'll talk about the future of the team and the assets that they have and the nice people and all this kind of stuff. So
Great human beings.
Great human beings, like I said.
He's a big part of the future process of the team. Is this a healthy Pelican team going into the playoffs?
Yes.
If this is a healthy Pelican team, I could very well make an argument that this Pelican team could win the first round series and dig a little deeper. If it's a healthy Pelican team with everybody here, and from this point forward into the playoffs, they'll have some, they'll have plenty of time to gel. So, I mean, but fam, we still we thinking about it from an imagination standpoint of what these people have. And we've been saying it for some time now. When these guys get healthy, this is going to be something that we haven't seen in a very long time, if we've ever seen anything like this. I mean, you have Zion Williamson, if he with a full head of steam, he's healthy. BI cooking, CJ in a relaxed role in the third scorer role. Val's involved. They finally got Val involved, knowing how to finally use him if they decide to go beyond that trade deadline and say, you know what? We're going to keep the guy and pay, whatever. And then Trey Murphy's here. Jordan Hawkins here. You'll have Matt Ryan here. You'll have some options there. Dyson Daniels. I'm very excited about Dyson's game. I mean, his defense is alone. Herb Jones, man, when the three ball is falling and his defense is there like tonight, he started hitting the shots. He started playing. His defense was kind of in early on, but late on in the game on Kyrie. So if this is a healthy Pelican team going into the playoffs, fam, I would argue with you guys that this team could reach the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's right now they're young, but I'm telling you, if they're healthy, this team can make a deep playoff push. They really could. And another thing is, I was thinking about this the other day about the Pelicans, fam. I want to add to it is that things might start changing for the Pelicans coming up in the next month or so. Seriously. And I'm talking about in terms of the calls for it, because it's just a weird dynamic. They're not getting the calls. But, for Zion, like we see when Zion gets out there. But tonight, I think they had 37 foul calls in the road matchup with Dallas. They had 37 foul attempts, I want to say, that they called for them tonight, that's something else for the Pelicans to get, that kind of love there.
And without their stars too.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I'm saying, family, at some point, the NBA, and they've given the Pelicans opportunities to show what they can do on prime time. The Pelicans are going to start winning a lot of these prime times matchups, and they're to a degree going to become a media darling, an NBA darling. They're going to be fun TV. And I'm telling you, that's when they're going to start getting a lot of these calls, and things are going to start shifting. I'm telling you, because their brand of basketball, people are going to start paying attention to. The NBA has been testing the Pelicans, and we failed some of these primetime games. But if the Pelicans get healthy, things could definitely change and will benefit. We know a lot of it's political, but I know at the end of the day that there are ratings, they're about ratings, and I'm telling you, the Pelicans will be must-see TV, especially going into toward the back end of the regular season into the postseason. So a lot of things could change, and I'm telling you, if they're healthy, I'm telling you, this is a deep playoff push team right here. I would not be surprised if the Pelicans could push themselves into a conference, to Western Conference, because a lot of people are not going to want to see them. They're not going to want to see BI cooking, CJ in the relaxed role, and Zion doing his thing, and Herb and all these other guys. I mean, they're not going to want to see that, and they're going to be even more dialed in when we get to that point. And I know we don't have a lot of experience collectively as a team because they hadn't played a lot as a team collectively because of all the injuries. But if everything fits right and the planets are aligned properly and everything happens the way it's supposed to, we'll finally see this team, the glimpse of how great this team really could be. So if they do that, I do think that Willie, if they get into the playoffs and win a series, I think Willie stays. Okay. That's my point. So anyway, and then outside of that, fam, I just wanted to give everybody, we about to shut the stream down. I just wanted to give everybody a few minutes to kind of say their last parting shots before we get ready to dial out. So Jay Black, if you please, or Brother Harris, if you please, y'all got the floor.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you good.
Jay Black go first.
So now I've seen something just now. I'm looking right now. I'm looking that they gave the game ball to Jonas Valanciunas. I listen, man. I'm just saying.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Big Q go for another hour.
Hey, I'm telling you. If I don't know Willie Green, he said that the players of the game were Jordan Hawkins and Valanciunas. I love Valanciunas, but he wasn't the player of the game. He played great at the end, but if you're going to give the player of the game, it should have been Jayhawk. All right, like I don't know. I just tell you, I'm just going to speak again. I'm going to speak again and say I see things. I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong on this, but Willie Green seems like, man. All right, let me get it. Let me go.
Jay Black, that's your boy, Jay Black.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Listen, man. Listen, man. If you're gonna give it, I'm all about fairness and honesty. Try to be fair and level it up. If you did wrong, you did wrong. If you did right, he obviously hands down was the player of the game. So you supposed to give him his flowers, especially on a night like this. Now, secondly, oh shit, that threw me for a loop. But
sorry, Black man. Thank you for pointing that out, though. But DJ, I think he held up his phone too.
There you go. There you go. Pat on the head. There you go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Listen, man. I think that look. There you go.
You know what Jay Black should say, or not Jay Black, Jay Hawks should say.
What?
Yeah, but I got an NCAA championship.
Oh wow! Wow! Don't be that petty. Nah, don't be petty like that.
I got that ring, boy.
Yeah. So
I'm a champ.
I think looking in the future, I come up with things that I think that we can do. Realistically, at the end of the day, I don't think they probably make a small move, and I think Kyra probably only the realistic move that they do. But if they don't see a future, they probably just let Najee Marshall walk in the offseason. And I think they're gonna roll out with this team. This team is actually a good team. We gonna see how it goes. We all gonna have our coaching ways and say what we think should happen. And
it's beautiful.
I think
hey Jay Black.
if he gets to the playoffs and he lose first round, he's gone. In my opinion, if he gets to the second round and he get blown out, he's gone. Third round, he get blown out, he's gone. Blown out, I mean 4-1. Nothing really competitive. If they're all competitive, I think he comes back. And when Big Q just said that gave another idea in my mind. Like, is the octopus need a fall guy? So somebody he can hide behind. So, because if you do let go Willie Green, now they'll start pointing at his moves. Not drafting this guy, not trading for this guy, just doing enough to stay around when you can make this a championship team, not putting the chips all in where you need to put the chips all in. That's what we need to do, because I think this could be a championship team this year. Everybody else, I think the Pelican Nation can actually agree with that to say, we feel that this team is a championship team. One move away, or as we presently constructed, but we need to go all in with this team right here, right now. And I think that is the actual way we need to roll.
All right. Thank you, Jay Black. Appreciate it, bro. And they said, I don't know if you've seen the title on top of that video where they threw Giannis the ball. They said that it was because he scored his 11,000 point that gave him the game ball. So, you know, that's what I don't know if you've seen that video.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. My bad.
Yeah, that's why they gave it to him.
I saw it at the top too.
Okay. All right. Then I'm just reaching. Then I might be reaching.
No, I mean, the rookie deserved it, bro. But and that's what Willie was saying. It's like
11,000 points is a big deal. So
yeah,
it is. I mean,
that 30 points with no stars.
You know what I'm saying? He scored 64 in that game.
Listen, man. You scored 30.
Rookie who scored a point.
No, he scored 30 points, man. And you don't got none of your stars. I'm sorry. Fair is fair. The 1,100, you're going to get 1,200 too. So you'll get the game ball then. But right now, it was just too. Right now was not the right time. I'm sorry. I looked at things. Oh, give 2 game balls. Get 2 of them balls out there. Like go out there, pause because that sounded crazy. Wow, crazy. That sounded crazy. All right, I'm done on that. I won't.
Higher.
They Black said, let's cut the damn thing in half and give each other here. Here you go.
What y'all
give it to J Hawk. You know what I'm saying?
That compromise.
Like they did with Giannis.
They stole the ball and
they
and ran
did. They
somewhere.
just gave him a ball.
That's crazy.
All right, brother Aramis, you want to chime in, my friend?
Yeah, I'll just keep my sentiments short. Like, I agree that we're probably going to roll out with this team. I mean, they are really, really, really good. I think that I do think we have the tangibles and the potential to be a Western Conference playoff team. It's just a matter of piecing it all together and being healthy at the right time. And playing, of course, the right teams, because there are some teams where I'm just like, nah. But at the same time, like, I do understand, like, things take time. And I had even said this in a spaces on Twitter that, like, the things that we're seeing right now, when it comes to like the early issues, the things that we thought that were going to be already hashed out, it's just because of the fact that everybody's been injured, throughout the years. And right now the developing steps when it comes to the beginning stages of developing chemistry on a team, it's just right now coming into fruition because now everybody's actually healthy, and it's for the first time in a long time type thing. And I do think that we are better than OKC. I do think we match up very, very well against Minnesota and stuff like that. But there are obviously teams that it's a question of just what is our mentality going to be like going into it? Like, do we already beat ourselves up and think that the team is better than us, so we just play lesser than what we are? And I've seen moments like that, at certain points in the season. So I'm excited for this team. I'm excited for our talent. I'm excited for how this roster is. I think that we have all the makings of being a deep playoff team. It's just a matter of, like I said before, us hitting our stride at the right time. And that's it.
All right. Appreciate you, brother Aramis, for that. Don, you want to chime in, my brother?
Yeah. We talk about is one consistency. I want accountability from players. I want us to get a point guard. I think we should do the Tyus thing, but that's probably the most realistic. I want also to potentially get a big, and maybe it doesn't have to be a big name, but maybe be somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's a little athletic, can move his feet a little bit on defense and guard the paint a little bit. So do those two moves and get Jordan Hawkins, man. Keep him on the floor. Keep him on the floor. But you know, we can talk about all these things, but I mean Willie the coach, and like he said, we got the octopus and all that stuff, like I be saying. So you know, we can hope and try to put the energy in the air for them to do these things, man. But I hope they do, man. If we can do that, stay consistent, get the rotations right, we can be a lot better, man. And hope Zion continues. Seems like he's getting a little bit, and he's taking some of that criticism that he received, and he kind of, you know what I'm saying, wearing that on him a little bit, and using that to fuel him in the right way. Using that and taking that and fuel him in the right way. It looks like he's been, I guess, probably eating better and being disciplined, probably working out a little bit more, and preparing himself for the game better, you know, with stretching or whatever he's doing. He's doing something better, looks like, mentality. I don't like the statement he said the other day, though, which was, I'm glad he was honest, but when he said about sometimes when he misses 2 shots in a row, kind of hesitates to continue to shoot, and the teammates had to tell him. So I need him to fix his mentality on that, and always, you know, be in attack mode. You know what I'm saying? Don't care how many you miss. You know what I'm saying? The greats they're not worried about that. Giannis is not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about that. So he just need to be in attack mode, man. And yeah, I'm still hoping for a new coach. I know Willie's not the guy. Yeah. And also, man, I'm a Patriots fan too, so man, Belichick is gone, so shout out to Belichick. But yeah, though, man, that's it.
All right, thank you, Don. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the fam. All right, brother Slim. Which any last thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, family. All I gotta say is one word for the show: hawkfulness. Shout out to shout out to J.
Good one, Slim.
Right, hawkfulness, man. Shout out to J Hawk and Willie. All you got to do is keep on working on your rotationfulness and keep on working on your adjustmentfulness, and let's keep this thing going, Flock Nation. Go Pels, let's go, family. That's all I gotta say, Big Q and family.
All right,
Short and
thank you.
sweet.
Thank you. Hawkfulness, is that how you?
Yeah, hawkfulness.
Okay,
Hawkfulness.
because
That's the word.
Rotationalness. That was
Yes.
Rotationfulness and hawkfulness.
the best of all night.
Let's keep this thing going, Flock Nation. Let's go.
All right, DJ, are you still woke? Sorry, I think DJ might have drifted off to dreamland. DJ, sir.
Yes,
DJ?
I'm still
Oh,
here.
he's up. Okay, bro. I thought you might have.
That's what's up. Okay.
All
DJ.
right, bro. All right, DJ, you got the floor, bro.
Oh well, like I said, great game. You know what? Y'all gonna leave me alone.
Think I'm up.
Y'all gonna leave me alone. Like I said, great game. Hopefully we can hopefully do better. Do better on Monday. That's about it. But anyway, with that being said, if Big Q and DC and Lex did not say it, but make sure y'all like, subscribe, share the show. If you
DJ, just a second before you hold tight, bro. Lex ain't get a chance to chime in. Lex, please chime in, and then DJ will do his he'll do the his thing at the back end and announce us on. So Lex, you got the flow.
Okay. Yeah, whatever happens, whether we do a trade, whether we keep this same team, going to the playoffs, whatever. I mean, we just Willie's gonna have to step it up because even with the team being healthy, it everything just comes down to the coaching. It comes down to that, because we've already seen that having everyone available is a good problem when we look at it, but for him, it's like a struggle. So, like he's gonna have to step it up. I feel like he's behind. He's gonna have to do a little bit more work on studying and really just having more of a feel for the game because not every game is going to be the same. That's just the gist of it. But I think no matter what, it always comes back down to that. Always comes back down. No matter who we trade for, if the whole team is healthy, if we make it to the playoffs, get past the first, second, third round Western Conference Finals, whatever it is, that dude's gonna have to step it up in his coaching. You can't play checkers when other coaches are playing chess, and it is what it is. That's just the biggest thing for me. But other than that, I do feel like the team can do well. I definitely want them to get this win on Monday. They definitely need that win to get above in the division, and as well as moving up in the Western Conference final, the Western Conference. So, but yeah, go Pels and continue to play with an edge, and be consistent at a high level.
Play with an edge.
Sing, DJ.
Oh, I let you got that one.
Play with
All
the
right.
edge.
All right, DJ, you can go ahead on and take us on out, brother.
All right, man. Shout out to the Pelicans. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share the show. If you're not subscribed, make sure you tell your family and friends that we are a family on this YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, if anybody talk about our Pelicans, you tell them in the G-Hawk voice to get the flock out of here and go flock yourself.
G-Hawk voice. Okay, that's a good one.
Get out of here.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all, man. We're gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Much love and go Pels.
Show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Trying to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show 'em you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, and see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alpha. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Tackling all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network. For all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. Remember, it helps the platform.